Money is not just a physical object. It's an energy that you can tap into. If you're ready to change the way you think about money and success, then you've come to the right place. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to harness the power of your mind to manifest wealth and abundance in your life. We often believe that money is something that comes from external circumstances, but the truth is, it all starts from within. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy determine what you attract into your life. I'll show you the science behind this process, how to shift your mindset, and the practical steps to align your energy with your goals. If you're tired of waiting for success to find you, it's time to take control. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to start manifesting money like never before. Stay with me, and let's unlock your potential. Chapter 1. Harness your thoughts to create the reality you desire. Harness your thoughts to create the reality you desire. Harness your thoughts to create the reality you desire. When we understand the profound power our thoughts have on the life we experience, we unlock a key to transformation. It begins with a fundamental truth. Our thoughts are not just fleeting, insignificant occurrences, they are energy. Every thought we have produces an electrical charge in the brain, and this charge affects the electromagnetic field of our body, sending a signal out to the universe. This is not just spiritual talk, it's grounded in the science of quantum physics. Our thoughts have the power to shape the reality we experience, and when we learn to control our thoughts, we begin to master the art of manifestation. To truly harness the power of your thoughts, it's essential to understand that your thoughts create an energy field around you. These thoughts are not passive, they are actively influencing the world you live in. They send signals into the quantum field which responds and aligns itself with your vibration. If you think thoughts of fear, doubt, or lack, you create a frequency that attracts more of the same. But when you think thoughts of possibility, abundance, and success, you create a frequency that aligns with those very things. This is how manifestation works on a scientific level. Your thoughts are powerful forces that affect everything around you, and you can learn to direct this power to create the life you desire. The first step in harnessing your thoughts is to become aware of them. Most people go through life on autopilot, unaware of the constant stream of thoughts running through their minds. We often think the same thoughts every day, repeating patterns and beliefs that may no longer serve us. If you want to manifest success, you must become aware of the patterns that govern your thinking and begin to shift them. Awareness is the key to control. The moment you realize you are thinking a thought that doesn't align with your desires, you have the power to choose a different thought. The next step is to consciously choose the thoughts that will support your goals. This is where the power of intention comes into play. Your intention is a thought directed with purpose and clarity. When you set an intention, you are focusing your thoughts on a specific outcome. This focused energy becomes a force that begins to attract the resources, people, and opportunities you need to bring that intention into reality. But intention alone is not enough. It must be paired with belief. Belief is the emotional charge that strengthens the power of your thoughts. When you believe in your goal, you are infusing it with energy, and that energy is what fuels manifestation. One of the most effective techniques for harnessing the power of your thoughts is meditation. Through meditation, you can train your mind to focus and direct your thoughts intentionally. Meditation also helps you calm the mind, quiet the noise, and connect to a deeper level of consciousness. In this space of stillness, you can access the quantum field and begin to send out clear, focused intentions for what you want to create. Regular meditation strengthens your ability to control your thoughts, which in turn strengthens your ability to manifest your desires. When you meditate, focus on your goal as though it has already been achieved. This is the power of visualization. Imagine yourself living the life you desire, experiencing the success and abundance you want to attract. Feel the emotions that come with achieving your goal: joy, gratitude, pride, and excitement. This emotional connection is crucial because it amplifies the energy of your thoughts. The more vividly you can imagine and emotionally connect to your desired outcome, the stronger your signal will be to the universe. This is where the science and spirituality intersect. Your thoughts create a frequency, and your emotions amplify that frequency, making it more powerful. In addition to meditation, it's important to practice mindfulness throughout your day. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment and observing your thoughts without judgment. This awareness helps you catch negative or limiting thoughts as they arise and replace them with more empowering beliefs. Every time you catch yourself thinking thoughts of lack or limitation, pause and choose a different thought. Over time, this becomes a habit, and you begin to rewire your brain to think thoughts that align with the life you want to create. Another critical component in harnessing your thoughts is the practice of self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all manifestation because it is the belief that you are worthy of success and abundance. If you don't believe you deserve the life you desire, your thoughts will be filled with doubt, and that doubt will block your ability to manifest. To manifest success, you must first believe you are worthy of it. This belief starts with self-love and self-compassion. Every time you think a thought that undermines your worth, replace it with a thought of love and acceptance. The power of your thoughts is not just about what you think in the present moment. It's also about the beliefs you hold in your subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is a powerful force, driving much of our behavior and perception of the world. To truly harness the power of your thoughts, you must also address the limiting beliefs stored in your subconscious. These beliefs may have been formed in childhood or from past experiences, but they can still be influencing the way you think and behave today. To change these limiting beliefs, you must first become aware of them. Spend time reflecting on the beliefs you hold about money, success, and your own abilities. Do you believe you are capable of achieving your goals? Do you believe success is available to you? If not, these are the beliefs you need to change. One of the most effective ways to reprogram your subconscious mind is through affirmation. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself daily, gradually replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. For example, if you have a belief that money is scarce, you can affirm, "Money flows freely and abundantly into my life." Over time, these affirmations will help shift your mindset and align your thoughts with your desires. As you work to harness the power of your thoughts, remember that consistency is key. It's not enough to think positive thoughts for a day or two and expect change. You must consistently direct your thoughts toward your goals and maintain a positive, focused mindset. This requires discipline and commitment. But as you continue to practice, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your reality. Opportunities will begin to present themselves, and you will find that success and abundance are flowing to you with greater ease. The process of manifesting success is not instantaneous. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to stay committed to your vision. But when you consistently harness the power of your thoughts, align them with your goals, and believe in your ability to succeed, the universe will begin to respond. You will start to notice synchronicities, signs, and opportunities that guide you toward your desired outcome. This is the magic of manifestation. It is not about forcing or striving. It is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the reality you want to create. As we conclude, remember that your thoughts are the starting point for everything you want to manifest in your life. Your thoughts create your reality, and when you learn to direct them with intention, belief, and emotion, you unlock the power to create the life you desire. Start today by becoming aware of your thoughts, shifting them to align with your goals, and practicing meditation and mindfulness to strengthen your ability to control them. Over time, this practice will become second nature, and you will begin to see the fruits of your labor in the form of success, abundance, and wealth. Key takeaway: your thoughts are powerful. They shape the reality you experience. By becoming aware of your thoughts, consciously directing them, and pairing them with belief and emotion, you can manifest the success and riches you desire. Start with small, consistent steps and watch as your reality begins to shift. Chapter 2. Shift your energy to align with success and abundance. Shifting your energy to align with success and abundance is one of the most powerful tools you can use to manifest the life you desire. Everything in the universe is energy, including you. Your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical body emit energy that interacts with the world around you. When you understand how to work with this energy, you unlock your ability to attract success and abundance into your life. The first step in shifting your energy is understanding that you are a vibrational being. You emit a frequency, a unique vibration that attracts circumstances, people, and opportunities that match that vibration. When you raise your vibration, you begin to attract experiences and outcomes that align with the energy of success and abundance. The universe operates on the law of attraction, which is not just a spiritual concept, but a scientific principle based on the vibrational nature of reality. The energy you emit comes from your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Thoughts are energetic signals that send a frequency into the world, and when these thoughts are charged with emotion, they become even more powerful. For example, if you think about your financial goals and feel excitement and gratitude, you are sending a strong positive signal into the universe that aligns with abundance. On the other hand, if you think about money with fear, anxiety, or lack, you are sending a low-frequency signal that aligns with scarcity and struggle. To shift your energy, you need to become conscious of your thoughts and feelings. Most people go through life unconsciously, reacting to external circumstances and letting their emotions control them. But to manifest success, you must take control of your energy. Start by observing your thoughts throughout the day. Notice when your thoughts are negative, fearful, or limiting. These thoughts are often a reflection of past conditioning or societal beliefs, but they don't have to define your future. The key is to interrupt these thought patterns and replace them with thoughts that align with your desired outcome. One of the most powerful ways to shift your energy is through gratitude. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that instantly elevates your vibration. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you begin to emit an energy of abundance. You shift from a mindset of lack to one of appreciation. Gratitude also signals to the universe that you are ready to receive more of what you are thankful for. When you express gratitude for the small things in your life, your health, your relationships, your work, you are aligning your energy with abundance, and you attract more of it into your reality. Another effective way to shift your energy is through visualization. When you visualize your goals and see yourself already living the life you desire, you are sending a powerful signal to the universe. The brain does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So when you imagine yourself experiencing success and abundance, your brain fires as if it is actually happening. This activates the same neural pathways that would be activated if you were truly experiencing your desired outcome. Visualization helps you align your energy with success and abundance by training your brain to believe that it is already yours. Meditation is another powerful tool for shifting your energy. Meditation helps you clear your mind, release negative emotions, and connect to a higher state of consciousness. When you meditate, you become more in tune with your inner self, and you tap into a source of unlimited potential. In this state of stillness, you can let go of any negative energy that may be blocking your ability to manifest success and abundance. Regular meditation practice helps you stay aligned with your goals and ensures that you are always emitting a frequency that matches the energy of what you want to create. One of the most important aspects of shifting your energy is becoming aware of your emotional state. Emotions are a powerful form of energy, and they can either propel you forward or hold you back. When you feel joy, love, gratitude and excitement, you are vibrating at a high frequency, and you attract more of these positive experiences into your life. But when you feel fear, doubt, frustration or anger, you are lowering your vibration and attracting more of the same. To shift your energy, you must learn to master your emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing negative emotions, but rather acknowledging them and choosing to shift into a more positive emotional state. One way to do this is by practicing mindfulness, which helps you become aware of your emotions without getting caught up in them. As you begin to shift your energy, it's important to pay attention to your environment. The people, places, and things around you also have energy, and they can either support or drain your vibration. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who believe in your potential, and who inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Avoid people or situations that drain your energy or bring you down. By surrounding yourself with positive energy, you create an environment that supports your success and abundance. Another way to shift your energy is through physical movement. Exercise, yoga, or even a simple walk in nature can help release stagnant energy and elevate your vibration. Physical movement helps to circulate energy throughout your body, releasing tension and blockages that may be preventing you from manifesting your desires. When you move your body, you release endorphins, which boost your mood and increase your energy levels. This shift in physical energy is often the first step toward shifting your mental and emotional energy as well. To maintain a high energy frequency, it's important to practice self-care. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being helps to keep your energy clear and aligned with your desires. This can include getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, staying hydrated, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. When you take care of yourself, you are sending a message to the universe that you are worthy of success and abundance. In addition to self-care, it's essential to stay connected to your purpose and passion. When you are aligned with your purpose, your energy flows freely and effortlessly. Success and abundance are a natural byproduct of being in alignment with your true self. If you feel disconnected from your purpose, take time to reflect on what truly excites and inspires you. Reconnect with the activities, people, and experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment. This alignment with your purpose helps to raise your vibration and attract more success into your life. Shifting your energy also involves letting go of resistance. Resistance often comes from fear or doubt, and it creates a blockage in the flow of energy. When you resist the flow of abundance, you are essentially telling the universe that you are not ready to receive. Letting go of resistance means surrendering to the process and trusting that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. It means releasing any attachment to the outcome and allowing yourself to be open to receiving in unexpected ways. The more you can let go of resistance, the more freely your energy will flow and the more easily success and abundance will come to you. Lastly, remember that energy is contagious. The energy you emit not only affects your reality, but also the reality of those around you. When you are aligned with success and abundance, you inspire others to do the same. Your high energy becomes a beacon that attracts like-minded individuals, and together you create a collective energy that amplifies your manifestation efforts. Surround yourself with people who are also focused on personal growth and success, and together you can elevate each other's energy to new heights. In conclusion, shifting your energy is a powerful and transformative process. It requires conscious awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and a willingness to make changes that align with the frequency of success and abundance. By practicing gratitude, visualization, meditation, emotional mastery, and self-care, you can shift your energy and attract the success you desire. Stay committed to your journey, and trust that as you raise your vibration, you will begin to see the results in your life. Success and abundance are your natural state, and by shifting your energy, you can unlock this limitless potential within you. Chapter 3. Activate your brain's potential through focused meditation techniques. Activating your brain's potential through focused meditation is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your true capabilities. Your brain is an incredibly sophisticated organ, capable of creating remarkable change in your life. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take all stem from the patterns that exist within your mind. These patterns are deeply influenced by your past experiences, beliefs, and even your environment. However, through the practice of meditation, you can begin to rewire your brain, change these patterns, and activate its full potential for success. The process begins with the understanding that your brain is not a static organ. It is highly adaptable, and it can change throughout your entire life. This is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Essentially, your brain is constantly evolving based on the experiences you expose it to. This means that you have the power to intentionally shape the way your brain works, particularly through meditation. When you meditate, you enter a state of focused awareness that allows you to create new patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior. These patterns can lead to enhanced cognitive abilities, emotional intelligence, and a greater sense of clarity and purpose in your life. To activate your brain's potential, it's essential to develop a meditation practice that promotes focus and concentration. Meditation is not just about sitting in silence. It's about training your mind to focus on a particular thought, feeling, or sensation in a way that is deliberate and intentional. This helps to clear the mind of distractions and allows you to harness the full power of your brain. The more focused and intentional your meditation practice becomes, the more you'll activate different areas of your brain, especially those responsible for higher-level thinking, creativity, and decision-making. Start by finding a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and begin to calm your mind. The goal is to focus on your breath as it moves in and out of your body. As you do so, notice any thoughts that arise. Instead of getting caught up in these thoughts or judging them, simply acknowledge them and bring your focus back to your breath. This process helps train your brain to resist distractions and maintain focus. As you practice focused meditation regularly, you begin to activate different parts of your brain. The prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and higher-order thinking, becomes more active. The more you engage in focused meditation, the stronger these neural connections become. This enhanced activity in the prefrontal cortex leads to improved concentration, better decision-making abilities, and increased clarity in your thinking. But the benefits of meditation don't stop there. When you meditate, you also activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's relaxation response. This helps to reduce stress and anxiety, both of which can hinder your ability to focus and perform at your best. Meditation helps you cultivate a calm and balanced state of mind, allowing you to navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience. The more you practice, the more you will learn to maintain this calmness and clarity in your everyday life. Another powerful aspect of meditation is its ability to increase the level of neurochemicals in your brain that are associated with positive emotions and mental well-being. For example, meditation has been shown to increase the production of dopamine and serotonin, two chemicals that are linked to feelings of happiness, motivation, and reward. By regularly engaging in focused meditation, you can flood your brain with these positive neurochemicals, which can improve your mood, increase your motivation, and help you stay focused on your goals. As you continue to meditate, you also activate the default mode network in your brain, which is associated with creativity, insight, and problem solving. This is the part of the brain that helps you come up with new ideas, think outside the box, and tap into your innate creative potential. Focused meditation encourages the brain to move into a more relaxed and receptive state, allowing creative thoughts to arise naturally. This state of openness and receptivity enables you to access solutions and ideas that may not have been available to you when you were operating from a more stressed or distracted mindset. One of the most transformative aspects of meditation is its ability to shift your emotional state. When you meditate, you become more aware of your emotions and thoughts, and you can begin to observe them without judgment. This creates a sense of distance between you and your emotional experiences, allowing you to make more conscious decisions about how to respond to them. Instead of being swept away by negative emotions or reactive patterns, you can choose to respond in a way that is aligned with your highest intentions. By meditating regularly, you can also reprogram your subconscious mind. Many of the beliefs and patterns that dictate your actions and behaviors come from your subconscious mind. These beliefs are formed over time based on your past experiences and can often be limiting or self-sabotaging. Meditation provides an opportunity to access the subconscious mind and rewire these beliefs. When you meditate, you enter a relaxed state where you can begin to change the neural pathways that are responsible for these limiting beliefs. Through repetition and focused intention, you can reprogram your subconscious to align with your goals, values, and desires. Meditation also enhances your ability to stay present in the moment. One of the biggest challenges people face is staying focused on the present, especially in a world filled with distractions. Our minds tend to wander, thinking about the past or worrying about the future. Focused meditation trains your mind to be fully present, to observe the moment without judgment, and to let go of any attachments to past experiences or future outcomes. This practice of mindfulness enhances your ability to stay focused on the task at hand, which can lead to greater productivity and success. As you continue to build a meditation practice, you will begin to notice significant changes in your life. You will experience increased clarity, improved focus, and a greater sense of calm and inner peace. You will become more resilient in the face of challenges and more attuned to the opportunities around you. Your brain will function at a higher level, and you will begin to experience a greater sense of alignment with your goals and aspirations. Through focused meditation, you activate the full potential of your brain, enabling you to manifest the success and abundance you desire. Remember, the key to activating your brain's potential through meditation is consistency. Like any skill, meditation requires practice. The more you meditate, the stronger the neural connections become, and the more you will activate the full potential of your brain. Start with small increments of time, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Over time, you will begin to notice the profound effects meditation has on your life. You will feel more focused, more connected to your inner self, and more empowered to take action toward your goals. By integrating meditation into your daily routine, you are giving yourself the gift of a powerful tool that can transform your mind, your body, and your life. The more you practice, the more you will uncover the immense potential that lies within you. This practice isn't just about quieting your mind, it's about activating the parts of your brain that are capable of achieving greatness. Through focused meditation, you are stepping into your power and unlocking the limitless potential that exists within you. Chapter 4. Rewire your subconscious to attract prosperity and wealth. Rewiring your subconscious to attract prosperity and wealth begins with the realization that your mind is the most powerful tool you have for creating the life you desire. Your subconscious mind governs your habits, behaviors, and beliefs, which ultimately determine how you approach wealth and success. The good news is that your subconscious is not fixed. It is highly adaptable and can be trained, rewired, and aligned with your goals. By consciously working to change the deeply ingrained patterns that hold you back, you can open yourself to the flow of abundance and prosperity. Most of us have unconscious beliefs that limit our potential, particularly when it comes to money. These limiting beliefs often come from past experiences, societal conditioning, and cultural norms that shape our view of what is possible for us. For example, you may have been taught that money is scarce or that wealth is reserved for a select few. These beliefs, whether consciously held or not, form the foundation of how you approach financial opportunities, how you view your own worth, and how you make decisions about money. If you want to attract prosperity and wealth, it is essential to confront and change these beliefs. The first step in rewiring your subconscious is to become aware of your current beliefs about money. Take some time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings around wealth. Do you view money as something difficult to acquire, or do you believe that there is always enough? Are you fearful of losing money, or do you believe in the endless flow of abundance? These are the types of questions that will help you identify the limiting beliefs that are operating beneath the surface. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's important to challenge them. Ask yourself whether these beliefs are really true, or whether they are simply stories you've been told or have accepted over time. Consider alternative beliefs that align with abundance and prosperity. For example, instead of thinking money is hard to come by, you could adopt the belief wealth is abundant and available to me at all times. The goal is not to deny your past experiences, but to choose to adopt empowering beliefs that serve you and your financial goals. Now that you've identified and challenged your limiting beliefs, the next step is to consciously reprogram your subconscious mind. This can be done through various techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and meditation. These practices work by planting new, positive beliefs deep within your subconscious. Repetition is key in this process, as the more you repeat these new beliefs, the more they will begin to replace the old ones. Affirmations are a powerful tool for rewiring your subconscious. By repeating positive statements about money and wealth on a daily basis, you begin to change the neural pathways in your brain. For example, you might say to yourself, "I am worthy of wealth, money flows to me easily and effortlessly," or "I am open to receiving abundance in all forms." The repetition of these affirmations helps to overwrite the old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Over time, your subconscious mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as truth, and you will notice a shift in your thoughts, behaviors, and actions related to money. Visualization is another effective technique for rewiring your subconscious. When you visualize yourself achieving your financial goals, your brain doesn't distinguish between the imagined experience and real life. By vividly imagining the feelings of success, prosperity, and financial freedom, you are training your subconscious to align with those experiences. Visualization helps to activate the creative parts of your brain and encourages you to take inspired action toward your goals. The more you practice visualization, the more you will find yourself naturally moving in the direction of your desired financial outcomes. Meditation is an essential practice for rewiring your subconscious mind, as it allows you to tap into deeper levels of awareness and reprogram your beliefs at the subconscious level. By meditating, you enter a relaxed state where the subconscious mind is more receptive to new information. During your meditation, focus on wealth and abundance. Imagine yourself surrounded by financial prosperity, feeling the excitement and joy that comes with financial freedom. As you meditate, see yourself making empowered decisions about money, taking the necessary steps to attract wealth, and experiencing the satisfaction that comes with achieving your financial goals. In addition to these techniques, it's crucial to take inspired action toward your financial goals. While the process of rewiring your subconscious mind is powerful, it is not enough on its own. Action is required to bring your new beliefs and thoughts into reality. The key is to take action that aligns with your new mindset. This may mean seeking out new opportunities, investing in yourself, learning new skills, or networking with individuals who can support your financial growth. The more you take action toward your goals, the more your subconscious mind will reinforce your belief in your ability to create wealth. Another important aspect of rewiring your subconscious is learning to cultivate an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset is the belief that there is more than enough for everyone. This mindset is in direct contrast to a scarcity mindset, which believes that resources are limited and that you must compete for what you want. The scarcity mindset often leads to fear, stress, and a sense of lack, while an abundance mindset opens you to the flow of prosperity and opportunities. To cultivate an abundance mindset, focus on gratitude for what you already have, celebrate the successes of others, and remain open to new possibilities. By doing so, you begin to align your energy with the flow of abundance and attract more of it into your life. One of the most powerful ways to rewire your subconscious to attract prosperity is to engage in daily practices of gratitude. Gratitude has a magnetic quality that attracts more of what you appreciate. When you are grateful for the wealth you have, whether it's financial or in other areas of your life, you signal to your subconscious that you are ready to receive more. Start by keeping a gratitude journal where you write down things you are thankful for each day. The act of expressing gratitude helps to shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, and this shift in focus is crucial for attracting more prosperity. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine will help you create a new reality around money and wealth. Rewiring your subconscious to attract prosperity and abundance is not an overnight process, but with consistent effort and dedication, you will begin to see significant changes in your financial life. The key is to stay committed to your new beliefs, practices, and actions. As you continue to reprogram your subconscious, you will naturally attract more wealth, opportunities, and success into your life. You hold the power to create the financial future you desire. By rewiring your subconscious mind, you can eliminate the barriers that have held you back and open yourself to the flow of abundance. The journey begins with awareness, followed by conscious effort and consistent practice. Over time, your new beliefs and actions will align with the wealth and prosperity that you deserve. Trust in the process and know that you are fully capable of attracting the financial success you envision. The power is within you. Now it's time to activate it. Chapter 4. Rewire your subconscious to attract prosperity and wealth. Rewiring your subconscious to attract prosperity and wealth begins with the realization that your mind is the most powerful tool you have for creating the life you desire. Your subconscious mind governs your habits, behaviors, and beliefs, which ultimately determine how you approach wealth and success. The good news is that your subconscious is not fixed. It is highly adaptable and can be trained, rewired, and aligned with your goals. By consciously working to change the deeply ingrained patterns that hold you back, you can open yourself to the flow of abundance and prosperity. Most of us have unconscious beliefs that limit our potential, particularly when it comes to money. These limiting beliefs often come from past experiences, societal conditioning, and cultural norms that shape our view of what is possible for us. For example, you may have been taught that money is scarce or that wealth is reserved for a select few. These beliefs, whether consciously held or not, form the foundation of how you approach financial opportunities, how you view your own worth, and how you make decisions about money. If you want to attract prosperity and wealth, it is essential to confront and change these beliefs. The first step in rewiring your subconscious is to become aware of your current beliefs about money. Take some time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings around wealth. Do you view money as something difficult to acquire, or do you believe that there is always enough? Are you fearful of losing money, or do you believe in the endless flow of abundance? These are the types of questions that will help you identify the limiting beliefs that are operating beneath the surface. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's important to challenge them. Ask yourself whether these beliefs are really true, or whether they are simply stories you've been told or have accepted over time. Consider alternative beliefs that align with abundance and prosperity. For example, instead of thinking money is hard to come by, you could adopt the belief wealth is abundant and available to me at all times. The goal is not to deny your past experiences, but to choose to adopt empowering beliefs that serve you and your financial goals. Now that you've identified and challenged your limiting beliefs, the next step is to consciously reprogram your subconscious mind. This can be done through various techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and meditation. These practices work by planting new positive beliefs deep within your subconscious. Repetition is key in this process, as the more you repeat these new beliefs, the more they will begin to replace the old ones. Affirmations are a powerful tool for rewiring your subconscious. By repeating positive statements about money and wealth on a daily basis, you begin to change the neural pathways in your brain. For example, you might say to yourself, "I am worthy of wealth, money flows to me easily and effortlessly," or "I am open to receiving abundance in all forms." The repetition of these affirmations helps to overwrite the old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Over time, your subconscious mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as truth, and you will notice a shift in your thoughts, behaviors, and actions related to money. Visualization is another effective technique for rewiring your subconscious. When you visualize yourself achieving your financial goals, your brain doesn't distinguish between the imagined experience and real life. By vividly imagining the feelings of success, prosperity, and financial freedom, you are training your subconscious to align with those experiences. Visualization helps to activate the creative parts of your brain and encourages you to take inspired action toward your goals. The more you practice visualization, the more you will find yourself naturally moving in the direction of your desired financial outcomes. Meditation is an essential practice for rewiring your subconscious mind, as it allows you to tap into deeper levels of awareness and reprogram your beliefs at the subconscious level. By meditating, you enter a relaxed state where the subconscious mind is more receptive to new information. During your meditation, focus on wealth and abundance. Imagine yourself surrounded by financial prosperity, feeling the excitement and joy that comes with financial freedom. As you meditate, see yourself making empowered decisions about money, taking the necessary steps to attract wealth, and experiencing the satisfaction that comes with achieving your financial goals. In addition to these techniques, it's crucial to take inspired action toward your financial goals. While the process of rewiring your subconscious mind is powerful, it is not enough on its own. Action is required to bring your new beliefs and thoughts into reality. The key is to take action that aligns with your new mindset. This may mean seeking out new opportunities, investing in yourself, learning new skills, or networking with individuals who can support your financial growth. The more you take action toward your goals, the more your subconscious mind will reinforce your belief in your ability to create wealth. Another important aspect of rewiring your subconscious is learning to cultivate an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset is the belief that there is more than enough for everyone. This mindset is in direct contrast to a scarcity mindset, which believes that resources are limited and that you must compete for what you want. The scarcity mindset often leads to fear, stress, and a sense of lack, while an abundance mindset opens you to the flow of prosperity and opportunities. To cultivate an abundance mindset, focus on gratitude for what you already have, celebrate the successes of others, and remain open to new possibilities. By doing so, you begin to align your energy with the flow of abundance and attract more of it into your life. One of the most powerful ways to rewire your subconscious to attract prosperity is to engage in daily practices of gratitude. Gratitude has a magnetic quality that attracts more of what you appreciate. When you are grateful for the wealth you have, whether it's financial or in other areas of your life, you signal to your subconscious that you are ready to receive more. Start by keeping a gratitude journal where you write down things you are thankful for each day. The act of expressing gratitude helps to shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, and this shift in focus is crucial for attracting more prosperity. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine will help you create a new reality around money and wealth. Rewiring your subconscious to attract prosperity and abundance is not an overnight process, but with consistent effort and dedication, you will begin to see significant changes in your financial life. The key is to stay committed to your new beliefs, practices, and actions. As you continue to reprogram your subconscious, you will naturally attract more wealth, opportunities, and success into your life. You hold the power to create the financial future you desire. By rewiring your subconscious mind, you can eliminate the barriers that have held you back and open yourself to the flow of abundance. The journey begins with awareness, followed by conscious effort and consistent practice. Over time, your new beliefs and actions will align with the wealth and prosperity that you deserve. Trust in the process and know that you are fully capable of attracting the financial success you envision. The power is within you. Now it's time to activate it. Chapter 6. Visualize your goals daily to reinforce your intentions. The process of visualization is one of the most powerful tools in manifesting your goals and dreams. It goes beyond mere daydreaming. It's a focused, intentional practice that can help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you desire to create. By consistently visualizing your goals, you reprogram your subconscious mind to focus on what you want to achieve, solidifying your intentions and reinforcing your commitment to making those goals a reality. When you visualize your goals daily, you are doing much more than just seeing images in your mind's eye. You are tapping into a deeper level of awareness where your thoughts and emotions are in sync with your desires. This alignment creates a powerful magnetic field around you that begins to attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that are in harmony with your vision. It's about bringing your intentions into the present moment, and this practice helps to crystallize them in your mind and body. At its core, visualization is about forming a mental image of your ideal future. Whether it's a career breakthrough, a financial windfall, or achieving a personal milestone, the clearer and more vivid your visualization, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. It responds to whatever you feed it consistently. This is why your visualizations need to be not only clear but also filled with emotion. When you visualize with passion and excitement, your emotions amplify the energy you're sending out into the universe, making your intentions even more powerful. The beauty of visualization lies in its simplicity. You don't need to have any special tools or techniques to practice it effectively. The only requirement is your willingness to engage in the process and make it a daily habit. All you need is a quiet space, some time, and a clear focus. The more often you visualize your goals, the stronger your belief in their manifestation will become. As you repeat the process daily, it becomes second nature, and the image of your desired outcome is permanently etched into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your greatest ally in the manifestation process. It influences everything you think, feel, and do. It's the storehouse of your beliefs, past experiences, and programmed responses. When you visualize, you are programming your subconscious mind to focus on success and abundance. You're telling it what you want, and in turn, it begins to filter out anything that doesn't align with your goals. The clearer your vision, the more efficiently your subconscious can work to bring that vision to life. One of the key benefits of visualization is that it helps you stay focused on your goals. In our fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to get sidetracked or lose motivation, especially when things aren't progressing as quickly as you'd like. But when you engage in daily visualization, you are constantly reminding yourself of what you're working toward. This reminder acts as a compass, keeping you on track no matter what challenges arise. It helps you stay connected to your purpose and gives you the strength to push through obstacles. Visualization also enhances your ability to take inspired action. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to recognize the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. When you visualize success, you activate the part of your brain responsible for problem solving and decision making. Your mind becomes sharper, and you start to see new opportunities and solutions that you might have overlooked before. Visualization primes your brain for action, making it more likely that you will follow through with the steps required to bring your goals to fruition. Another powerful aspect of visualization is that it cultivates a sense of self-belief. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, you start to see yourself as the person who is capable of accomplishing them. This shift in self-perception is crucial because your belief in your own abilities directly influences your success. If you don't believe that you can achieve your goals, your actions will reflect that lack of confidence. But when you visualize yourself succeeding, you are reinforcing your own potential and strengthening your belief in your abilities. This inner confidence is contagious and creates a momentum that propels you forward. Visualization is also a tool for overcoming fear and doubt. It's natural to experience feelings of uncertainty, especially when you're pursuing something big or unfamiliar. However, fear often arises from a lack of clarity or understanding of what's to come. Visualization helps to reduce this uncertainty by providing a mental blueprint of your success. The more vividly you can see yourself achieving your goals, the less space there is for fear or doubt to take hold. When you visualize, you are essentially creating a mental image of success, and this becomes your new reference point. It gives you the confidence to move forward, even when the path seems unclear. One of the most effective ways to practice visualization is to engage all your senses in the process. Don't just imagine what you want to achieve, feel it, hear it, and even smell it. The more sensory details you include in your visualization, the more real it becomes to your mind. If you're visualizing a successful business, for example, imagine the sounds of phone calls, the feeling of closing deals, the sights of your office or workspace, and the emotions of pride and fulfillment that come with your success. The more vividly you can paint this picture, the more your subconscious will accept it as reality. It's also important to visualize your goals as already being achieved. Instead of visualizing the process or the steps required to get there, see yourself living in the state of success. Feel the emotions associated with your success, whether it's joy, peace, satisfaction, or excitement. When you see your goals as already accomplished, you shift your energy into a state of gratitude and abundance. You're not chasing your goals from a place of lack or desperation, you're attracting them from a place of fulfillment and wholeness. This subtle shift in energy can make all the difference in the manifestation process. Consistency is key when it comes to visualization. It's not enough to visualize your goals once in a while and expect them to materialize. You must make visualization a daily practice. The more frequently you visualize, the stronger the connection between your conscious mind and your subconscious becomes. Your goals start to feel more attainable, and the belief that you can achieve them becomes embedded in your mindset. As you continue to visualize, your actions will align with your intentions, and your subconscious will begin to work in your favor to bring your desires into reality. Visualization is a transformative practice that can help you manifest your deepest desires. By making it a part of your daily routine, you activate the power of your mind to shape your reality. It allows you to program your subconscious, align your energy with your goals, and take inspired action toward achieving your dreams. The clearer and more consistent your visualization practice, the closer you come to living the life you envision. So make the commitment to visualize your goals every day and watch as your intentions become your reality. Chapter 7. Break free from limiting beliefs that block your success. To break free from the limiting beliefs that stand in the way of your success, you first need to understand what these beliefs are and how they shape your reality. Limiting beliefs are often formed during childhood or as a result of past experiences that have led you to perceive certain things as unattainable or out of your reach. These beliefs can manifest as thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I don't deserve success," or "money is hard to come by." They limit your potential because they shape your actions, your mindset, and the way you view the world around you. These beliefs operate beneath your conscious awareness. You may not even realize they are influencing your choices and actions, but just because they are hidden doesn't make them any less powerful. In fact, these unconscious beliefs can be more harmful than those you are aware of because they control your behaviors in ways you cannot directly influence. It's as if you are unknowingly sabotaging your own progress. The first step in breaking free from limiting beliefs is to recognize them. Pay close attention to your inner dialogue. Notice the stories you tell yourself about your abilities, your worth, and your future. These stories often reflect the limiting beliefs you carry within. Once you begin to notice these thoughts, you can start questioning their validity. Are they based on facts? Are they grounded in your present reality? Or are they simply a collection of outdated assumptions that no longer serve you? Often, limiting beliefs are formed by external influences, like a parent telling you that you will never be successful, or a teacher suggesting that you are not capable of certain achievements. These comments, though not necessarily intentional, can embed themselves in your subconscious and shape your sense of self. Over time, these beliefs become so ingrained that you may not even challenge them. You may even start to believe that they are the truth. But here's the key: beliefs are not facts. They are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. The moment you recognize a limiting belief, you can start the process of questioning it. Ask yourself, is this belief serving me? Is it helping me move forward? If the answer is no, then it's time to replace that belief with something more empowering. One effective way to replace limiting beliefs is by using affirmations. Affirmations are positive, empowering statements that help shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from fear to confidence. For example, if you have a limiting belief that you are not worthy of success, replace that belief with an affirmation like, "I am worthy of success, and I am open to receiving it." Say it daily, write it down, and repeat it until it becomes your new truth. Affirmations work because they help rewire your brain. The more you repeat a positive belief, the more it becomes ingrained in your subconscious. This repetition creates new neural pathways that replace the old limiting ones. Over time, your brain starts to believe that the new empowering belief is just as true as the old, disempowering one. This shift in mindset is the first step in unlocking your true potential and breaking free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. Another powerful technique for breaking free from limiting beliefs is visualization. Visualization is the practice of mentally rehearsing a desired outcome. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, you create a vivid emotional experience that your brain perceives as real. This helps to reinforce your new empowering beliefs. For example, if you have a limiting belief about money, such as money is hard to come by, visualize yourself living in abundance, seeing money flow easily into your life. The more detailed and emotional you make this visualization, the more effectively you can replace your limiting belief with a new one. It's also important to surround yourself with people who challenge your limiting beliefs and encourage your growth. Negative influences can perpetuate these beliefs, making it harder to break free. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that support your dreams and help you see your potential. The people you spend time with can either elevate or hinder your progress, so choose wisely. Positive role models can offer guidance, support, and the inspiration you need to push through the barriers created by your limiting beliefs. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for overcoming limiting beliefs. When you write down your thoughts, you externalize them, which makes them easier to analyze. Start by identifying the beliefs that are holding you back. Write them down, and then ask yourself questions like, what evidence do I have that this belief is true? Where did this belief come from? How has this belief impacted my life? Once you have a clear understanding of your limiting beliefs, you can begin to rewrite them. For example, if you have a belief that you are not good enough to achieve success, write down that belief and then counter it with evidence that challenges it. Reflect on your past achievements, no matter how small, and remind yourself of your capabilities. Write down instances where you've succeeded, grown, or overcome challenges. This helps to shift your mindset from self-doubt to self-confidence. In addition to these techniques, it's important to practice self-compassion throughout the process. Breaking free from limiting beliefs can be difficult and uncomfortable. You may face resistance from within as your old beliefs try to resurface. Be kind to yourself during this journey. Remember, changing deeply ingrained beliefs takes time and patience. Celebrate each small victory along the way, and know that each step forward brings you closer to your true potential. One of the most powerful ways to permanently shift limiting beliefs is by taking consistent, inspired action. When you step out of your comfort zone and take action toward your goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than your beliefs suggest. Each time you act in alignment with your new empowering beliefs, you reinforce them. Over time, these actions will replace the old beliefs with new, more empowering ones. This is how transformation happens, through consistent effort, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. Breaking free from limiting beliefs is not just about changing the way you think, it's about changing the way you live. It's about taking full responsibility for your life and your success. No longer will you allow outdated beliefs to hold you back. No longer will you be a prisoner to the past. By changing your beliefs, you change your reality. And once you break free from the chains of self-imposed limitations, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving the success you deserve. Remember, your beliefs shape your reality. If you believe that success is unattainable, that money is scarce, or that you are not worthy, then that will be your experience. But if you believe that success is your birthright, that abundance is all around you, and that you are capable of greatness, then you will begin to see the world through that lens. Your actions, your energy, and your decisions will all align with these new empowering beliefs. And before you know it, you will have broken free from the limitations that once held you back and created a life of unlimited possibility. Chapter 8. Tap into the quantum field to manifest your dreams. Tapping into the quantum field to manifest your dreams is a concept that transcends traditional ideas of reality. The quantum field represents the underlying energy and potential that exists in the universe, a limitless source of possibility. Everything in existence, from the smallest particle to the vastest galaxy, is a manifestation of this field. When you learn to align with it, you tap into an infinite pool of potential, capable of turning your desires into tangible results. At the heart of this process is the idea that reality is not a fixed, rigid entity, but is fluid, malleable, and shaped by your consciousness. The quantum field responds to the energy you emit, which means your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions directly influence the world around you. To harness this power, you must first understand the connection between your inner world and the external universe. The more you become aware of your thoughts and feelings, the more you can intentionally influence the quantum field and manifest the life you desire. Manifestation, in its purest form, is about aligning with the vibrational frequency of your desires. Every thought, feeling, and belief you have carries its own unique frequency. When you emit a frequency of abundance, for example, the quantum field responds by bringing experiences, opportunities, and people into your life that match that energy. But this alignment requires more than just thinking positively. It requires deeply embodying the vibration of your desires and holding that energy consistently. The first step in tapping into the quantum field is to elevate your consciousness. Your mind is a powerful tool, and what you focus on expands. If your focus is on lack, fear, or limitation, you are sending out vibrations that attract more of the same. On the other hand, when you shift your focus to possibilities, growth, and abundance, you begin to send out signals to the quantum field that align with your highest potential. It's like tuning into a radio station. The more you adjust your frequency to match the one you want, the clearer your connection becomes, and the more effortlessly you begin to manifest. One of the most effective ways to elevate your consciousness is through meditation. Meditation helps you quiet the noise of the world, allowing you to tune into the deeper levels of your being. In this space of stillness, you can access the quantum field and begin to reprogram your mind to align with your desires. As you meditate, focus on a specific goal or intention. Visualize yourself already having achieved it, and feel the emotions associated with that success. The more vivid and real you make this experience, the more your energy aligns with the quantum field. This state of deep focus and emotion sends a powerful signal out into the universe, one that cannot be ignored. Another way to tap into the quantum field is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that naturally elevates your energy. When you express gratitude for what you have, you are signaling to the quantum field that you are open and receptive to more of the same. This practice helps shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, which is a critical step in manifesting your dreams. When you feel genuinely grateful, you align your energy with the frequency of abundance, and the universe responds by bringing more reasons for you to feel thankful. Visualization is also a powerful tool for manifesting through the quantum field. When you visualize your goals, you are not just imagining them in your mind's eye, you are creating a mental blueprint that sends out a powerful signal to the quantum field. The brain doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined, so when you visualize yourself achieving your goals, you are essentially programming your subconscious mind to believe that these outcomes are inevitable. This belief, in turn, shifts your actions, thoughts, and energy toward manifesting your desires. The next step is to release resistance. Often, we hold on to limiting beliefs, doubts, and fears that block the flow of manifestation. These mental barriers act like walls that prevent the quantum field from delivering what we truly desire. If you believe, deep down, that you are not worthy of success, or that you don't deserve abundance, you are inadvertently sending out contradictory signals. You cannot manifest from a place of fear or unworthiness. To tap into the quantum field, you must be willing to let go of these negative beliefs and trust in your ability to receive. This doesn't mean ignoring your doubts, it means acknowledging them and choosing to replace them with empowering beliefs. One powerful practice for releasing resistance is affirmations. Repeating positive statements about your worth, your potential, and your desires helps to rewire your subconscious mind. The more you affirm your truth, the more you align with the frequency of what you wish to manifest. For example, instead of saying, "I want more money," which implies lack, say, "I am open to receiving abundant wealth in all forms." This subtle shift in language changes your energy from one of need to one of receptivity, allowing the quantum field to deliver the opportunities you seek. It is also important to recognize that manifestation is not about forcing outcomes. The quantum field is not something you control, it is a source of infinite possibilities that you align with. When you force things, you create resistance and block the flow of energy. The key to manifestation is surrender. Trust that the quantum field will deliver what is best for you, even if it doesn't come in the form you expect. Let go of attachment to specific outcomes and remain open to the many ways your desires can unfold. Another important aspect of tapping into the quantum field is taking inspired action. While the quantum field responds to your energy and vibration, it is also essential to move in the direction of your desires. Action is the bridge between your inner world and the outer world. When you are aligned with your desires and take inspired, intentional steps toward them, you create momentum that propels you forward. This action does not have to be grandiose. It can be small, everyday steps that keep you in motion. The key is to stay in alignment with your desires, trust your intuition, and act when the opportunities arise. As you continue to tap into the quantum field, it's crucial to remember that your connection to this infinite source of energy is always available to you. The field does not require you to be perfect. It only requires you to be in alignment with your highest potential. Your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions are all signals that the quantum field reads and responds to. When you consistently raise your vibration, focus on your desires, and trust in the process of manifestation, you begin to see results in your life. The process of tapping into the quantum field is not a one-time event but a continuous journey of growth and alignment. As you learn to work with this limitless source of energy, you will find that your dreams begin to manifest more easily and effortlessly. The key is to remain consistent, trust the process, and allow the quantum field to deliver the experiences, opportunities, and abundance that you desire. In the end, the quantum field is not separate from you, it is a part of you. By tapping into this field, you are simply reconnecting to the infinite potential within you. Your dreams are not out of reach, they are already within you, waiting to be manifested into your reality. Chapter 9. Cultivate a mindset of abundance and limitless possibilities. To cultivate a mindset of abundance and limitless possibilities, it's essential to break free from the constraints of scarcity thinking. Most people live within a self-imposed set of limits, shaped by past experiences, societal conditioning, and the messages they've absorbed over time. These beliefs tell them what is possible and what isn't. But the truth is that these limitations are not laws of nature. They are simply thoughts and perceptions that have been reinforced over time. The moment you begin to challenge these ideas and open yourself to a world of infinite possibilities, you set the stage for profound transformation. The first step in shifting your mindset is to recognize that abundance is not just about material wealth. It's about understanding that there is an endless flow of opportunities, creativity, love, and support available to you at any moment. When you think in terms of scarcity, you see life as a series of limited options. There's not enough to go around. But when you shift to a mindset of abundance, you recognize that the universe is constantly providing new possibilities, and it's simply a matter of tapping into that flow. One of the most effective ways to shift your mindset is to change the way you view challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, begin to view them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge you face is a chance to learn something new, to become stronger, and to expand your capacity for success. By embracing challenges with an open mind, you stop fearing them and start seeing them as part of your personal evolution. When you approach life with this perspective, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities that were once hidden by your fear of failure or discomfort. In order to truly cultivate an abundance mindset, you must learn to release the need for control. The desire to control everything in your life stems from a deep-seated fear of the unknown. But in reality, the more you try to control, the more you restrict your own potential. Abundance cannot flow freely when you're clinging to rigid expectations. By letting go of the need to control outcomes, you allow life to unfold naturally, and you become more attuned to the countless opportunities that are already available to you. Trust in the process and in your ability to navigate the twists and turns of life without trying to force every situation to align with your current vision of success. Another key to developing a mindset of abundance is to practice gratitude on a daily basis. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. When you practice gratitude, you acknowledge the abundance that exists in your life right now. This simple shift in perspective instantly elevates your energy and aligns you with a more positive, abundant frequency. The more you focus on the blessings you currently enjoy, the more you invite even greater abundance into your life. Gratitude is a magnetic force that attracts more of what you appreciate, and as you continue to build your gratitude practice, you expand your capacity to receive. A critical part of developing an abundance mindset is surrounding yourself with people who support your growth and success. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your beliefs and behaviors. If you surround yourself with individuals who are also aligned with abundance and limitless possibilities, their energy will inspire you to aim higher and reach further. Conversely, if you spend time with people who hold limiting beliefs or who are constantly focused on scarcity, you may find yourself adopting their mindset without even realizing it. Seek out communities and relationships that foster growth, support your dreams, and inspire you to see the world as full of endless opportunities. As you begin to shift your mindset, it's also important to reframe your beliefs around money and wealth. Many people hold limiting beliefs around money, such as money is hard to come by or there's never enough. These beliefs create a barrier between you and financial abundance. To cultivate a mindset of abundance, you must learn to see money as a tool, an energy that can flow freely in and out of your life. When you release any negative associations with money and embrace it as a positive force, you open the door to greater financial opportunities. Money is not the source of happiness or fulfillment, but it is an important resource that can be used to create positive change in your life and the lives of others. One of the most powerful ways to develop an abundance mindset is through visualization. Visualization is the act of mentally rehearsing your goals, seeing yourself living the life you desire, and feeling the emotions associated with that reality. By vividly imagining your success, you send out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the abundance that is already aligned with your vision. This exercise not only strengthens your belief in your own potential, but also rewires your subconscious mind to expect success and opportunity. When you visualize your dreams as already realized, you begin to act, think, and feel like someone who has already achieved them. Another important practice is affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help you affirm your worth, your potential, and your ability to create abundance. When you repeat these affirmations consistently, you reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your desired reality. For example, you might say, "I am worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer," or "opportunities are constantly flowing into my life." These statements reinforce the belief that you deserve success, wealth, and happiness, and as a result your energy begins to align with those outcomes. The concept of abundance is deeply tied to the idea of giving. Giving, whether it's your time, resources, or love, amplifies your ability to receive. When you give freely and generously, you create a flow of energy that returns to you tenfold. Giving doesn't have to be limited to financial contributions. It can also include sharing your knowledge, your support, and your kindness. When you practice generosity, you align yourself with the flow of abundance, demonstrating to the universe that you are open and willing to receive in return. Finally, to truly cultivate a mindset of abundance, you must trust in your own worthiness. Many people block abundance because they don't believe they deserve it. They feel they must work harder, be more deserving, or prove themselves in some way before they can access the wealth and opportunities they desire. This belief is rooted in the illusion of scarcity. Abundance is not reserved for a select few, it is available to everyone, and you are just as worthy of success and prosperity as anyone else. By acknowledging your inherent worth, you open yourself to the flow of limitless possibilities. A mindset of abundance and limitless possibilities is not something you can develop overnight. It is a continuous process of growth and evolution. However, with consistent practice and intention, you can shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of infinite opportunity. The key is to recognize that abundance is not just about what you have, it is about how you perceive the world around you. By focusing on possibilities, embracing challenges, practicing gratitude, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you begin to see that life is full of unlimited potential. As you continue to cultivate this mindset, you align more deeply with the abundance that is already flowing toward you, and your life begins to transform in ways you never thought possible. Chapter 10. Embrace silence to connect with your higher self. In today's fast-paced world, where noise constantly surrounds us, whether it's the constant hum of technology, the bustle of daily life, or the endless demands of others, it becomes increasingly challenging to find stillness. Yet, it is in the silence that we can most deeply connect with ourselves and access the wisdom and guidance that lie within us. Embracing silence is not about avoiding noise or distractions, but rather about creating space for clarity, insight, and alignment with our higher selves. Silence is where true connection occurs, where the distractions of the world fall away, and where we can hear our inner voice, our intuition, and the deeper truths that guide us toward our highest potential. Silence is a powerful tool for personal growth, allowing us to disconnect from the external world and tune into the energy of our inner being. We live in a society that often values productivity, busyness, and constant action. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that the more we do, the more we will accomplish. However, real progress often comes not from action, but from reflection. The act of stepping back, embracing silence, and allowing yourself to simply be, is often what leads to the most profound shifts in perspective and understanding. When we allow ourselves to sit in silence, we create a space for deep introspection. In these moments of quietude, we can reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and desires without judgment. We can become more aware of the patterns in our lives and the beliefs that have been guiding us, often unconsciously. In silence, we can hear the truth that lies beneath the surface of our thoughts. We are often so busy that we don't take the time to listen to the messages our hearts are trying to communicate. Silence gives us the opportunity to tune into our feelings, our intuitions, and our deepest desires. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing silence is that it allows us to connect with our higher self. The higher self is the part of us that is aligned with our true nature, our soul's purpose, and our deepest wisdom. It is the version of ourselves that is not limited by the constraints of the ego, fear, or doubt. It is the part of us that knows what is best for our growth and evolution. When we embrace silence, we create the conditions for our higher self to speak to us. This connection can manifest in various ways, through intuition, inspiration, or a sense of inner knowing. But the key is that silence creates the space for us to receive these messages, to listen to our deeper truth, and to align our actions with our highest calling. One of the greatest benefits of embracing silence is that it allows us to cultivate presence. When we are constantly busy, we are often focused on the future or the past, either worrying about what is to come or regretting what has already happened. This keeps us disconnected from the present moment. Silence, however, grounds us in the here and now. It brings our attention back to the present moment, where life is happening. In this space of presence, we can find peace, clarity, and the ability to make more conscious choices. We no longer react to life on autopilot, but instead we respond with awareness, presence, and intentionality. Silence also helps to quiet the chatter of the mind. The mind is constantly running, processing thoughts, analyzing situations, and worrying about the future. In this constant noise, it becomes difficult to distinguish between what is true and what is just mental clutter. Silence provides the opportunity to clear the mind, to detach from the constant stream of thoughts, and to create a sense of mental clarity. In this stillness, we can experience a deeper sense of inner peace. Our minds become less cluttered, and we are better able to access the deeper wisdom that lies within us. Another important aspect of embracing silence is that it can help us release the need for external validation. In a world that is filled with distractions and external influences, it can be easy to look for approval or recognition from others. We may become overly concerned with what others think of us, how we appear, or what others expect from us. This external focus can pull us away from our own sense of self-worth and inner guidance. When we embrace silence, we create the space to reconnect with our own truth, independent of the opinions of others. We are reminded that our worth does not depend on the approval or validation of anyone outside of ourselves. In silence, we reclaim our power and remember that we are whole, complete, and enough as we are. To truly embrace silence, it's important to make time for it regularly. Silence is not something that happens by accident in the chaos of everyday life. It requires intentionality. You must carve out moments in your day to simply sit in stillness. This could be through meditation, deep breathing, or just sitting quietly and allowing your mind to rest. The key is to create a space where you can be with yourself without distractions. This may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to constant noise and activity. However, as you make silence a regular practice, it will become easier and the benefits will be more profound. As you begin to embrace silence and connect with your higher self, you will start to notice shifts in your life. You may find that your intuition becomes stronger, that you make decisions with greater clarity, or that you feel more aligned with your purpose. You may also experience greater peace and a sense of inner calm, even in the midst of external chaos. Silence has the power to center you, to restore your energy, and to help you tap into your inner wisdom. The more you practice embracing silence, the more you will come to realize that it is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a sacred space where you can connect with the deepest parts of yourself and with the universe. It is where you find true guidance, true peace, and true connection. Ultimately, embracing silence is an act of self-love. It is a way of honoring yourself, of giving yourself the gift of presence, stillness, and connection. In a world that often values noise, activity, and busyness, silence is a powerful antidote. It allows you to reconnect with who you truly are and to align with the wisdom of your higher self. In silence, you can hear the whispers of your soul and the guidance of the universe. You can step into a place of deep knowing and inner peace, and from that space, you can navigate the world with clarity, confidence, and authenticity. The more you embrace silence, the more you will realize that it is the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life that is aligned with your highest self. Chapter 11. Trust in the process and let go of fear. Trusting in the process and letting go of fear is a concept that challenges many people. In our fast-paced world, where uncertainty lurks around every corner and the pressure to control our circumstances is immense, learning to trust in the process can feel counterintuitive. We are taught to take charge of our lives, to plan, organize, and direct every detail to our liking. However, there's a deeper truth that many overlook. The real power lies not in control, but in surrendering to the flow of life. Fear often arises when we try to control outcomes. It is a natural response to uncertainty. We want to be sure of the future, to know how things will unfold, so that we can prepare and protect ourselves. But this desire for control can cause us to close off possibilities, shut down creativity, and limit our potential. The key to overcoming fear and finding peace lies in embracing the unknown, trusting that the process of life, with all its twists and turns, is leading us exactly where we need to go. Fear thrives in the mind. It is a product of our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. It feeds on the stories we tell ourselves about what could go wrong, about the dangers we might face, or about the worst-case scenarios we imagine. Yet, the truth is, fear is rarely based on reality. Most of the time, it's a projection of our imagination, a narrative that hasn't even happened yet. We often fear things that never come to pass, and when we look back, we realize that the things we were most afraid of were often far less dangerous or harmful than we anticipated. Letting go of fear requires us to confront the unknown with courage. It means accepting that we cannot control every aspect of our journey, but we can control how we respond to it. Trusting in the process is about having faith that each step you take, even if it's uncertain, is part of the larger picture that will ultimately lead you to your desired outcome. The process may not always be smooth or predictable, but every experience, whether good or bad, is contributing to your growth. One of the ways to trust in the process is by shifting your perspective on failure. Failure is not the end, it is an opportunity for growth. Each failure teaches us something valuable, whether it's about our approach, our mindset, or our resilience. When we view failure as a stepping stone rather than a setback, it becomes easier to let go of fear and move forward. It's important to remember that success is not a straight line. It is a series of ups and downs, of moments of uncertainty and breakthroughs. The more we can embrace this reality, the more we can relax into the process and let go of the fear that holds us back. Another crucial aspect of trusting in the process is cultivating patience. In a world that rewards instant results, it's easy to become frustrated when things don't happen immediately. But the process of growth and transformation takes time. It is important to understand that progress is not always linear, and results may not always appear in the time frame we expect. Sometimes, the most significant changes happen quietly, beneath the surface, where we cannot see them. Trusting in the process means allowing things to unfold in their own time, without forcing or rushing them. Letting go of fear also involves releasing the need for perfection. Perfectionism is often driven by a fear of failure or judgment. It can paralyze us, making us feel as though we're not good enough or that we'll never be able to achieve our goals unless everything is flawless. But perfection is an illusion. There is no perfect time, no perfect moment, and no perfect path to success. What truly matters is the commitment to keep going, to keep improving, and to embrace the messy, imperfect journey of growth. When we let go of the need for perfection, we free ourselves from the suffocating grip of fear and open ourselves up to creativity, innovation, and progress. Trusting in the process also requires us to trust in ourselves. Self-doubt is one of the most common barriers to overcoming fear. We often question our abilities, our worth, or our capacity to handle challenges. But the truth is, you are far more capable than you realize. You have the strength, resilience, and wisdom within you to navigate whatever comes your way. When you trust in yourself, you create a foundation of confidence that allows you to move through uncertainty with grace. Trusting in the process means having faith in your own abilities and knowing that you are equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. One powerful way to strengthen this self-trust is through consistent action. Often, fear arises from overthinking, from analyzing every possible outcome until we become paralyzed by indecision. The antidote to this is action. Taking small, consistent steps toward your goals, even when you don't have all the answers, or when the outcome feels uncertain, helps to build confidence and reduce fear. Each action you take reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to handle challenges. Over time, this practice will help you develop the resilience and courage needed to trust in the process fully. In addition, it's important to acknowledge that trust is not about passively waiting for things to happen. Trusting the process means showing up, doing the work, and putting in the effort, even when you don't see immediate results. It means maintaining your commitment to your goals and continuing to move forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. When you trust the process, you trust that your efforts will pay off, even if the outcome is not immediately visible. Another key element in letting go of fear is practicing mindfulness. Fear often arises when we project ourselves into the future, imagining worst-case scenarios and stressing about things that may never happen. Mindfulness helps to bring us back to the present moment, where fear loses its grip. When we focus on what is happening right now, we can find peace in the present moment, free from the anxiety of what might happen in the future. Practicing mindfulness regularly can help to reduce fear and anxiety, allowing us to move through life with greater calm and clarity. Ultimately, trusting in the process and letting go of fear is about surrender. It's about accepting that life will unfold in its own way, at its own pace, and that we don't need to control every detail to be successful. It's about having the courage to take the next step, even when the path is unclear, and trusting that you are exactly where you need to be. The process is not something to be feared. It is a tool for growth, transformation, and self-discovery. By trusting the process, you give yourself permission to grow and evolve, knowing that each step, no matter how uncertain, is bringing you closer to the life you were meant to live. When you learn to trust in the process, fear loses its power. You will begin to move through life with greater confidence, ease, and grace. You will discover that the more you let go of fear and embrace the unknown, the more you open yourself to limitless possibilities and opportunities. Trusting the process is not just about achieving your goals, it's about learning to enjoy the journey, knowing that every experience, challenge, and setback is part of the beautiful unfolding of your life. Chapter 12. Meditate daily to enhance your inner power and focus. Meditation is often seen as a practice reserved for those seeking peace or enlightenment, but its power extends far beyond that. Daily meditation has the potential to enhance your inner power and sharpen your focus in ways you might never have imagined. In the hustle of modern life, where distractions are omnipresent, meditation serves as an anchor to the present moment, providing clarity and insight. When practiced consistently, it helps you tap into a deeper part of yourself, your true essence, allowing you to navigate challenges with a calm, steady mind and an empowered heart. The truth is, Meditation isn't about escaping the world or finding some far-off place of tranquility. It's about tuning in to your internal landscape. In the midst of chaos, you learn to cultivate a sense of stillness, to listen to the whispers of your inner self. This process is crucial because our lives are often driven by external forces. We chase goals, meet expectations, and strive to keep up with the pace of the world. In doing so, we lose touch with who we truly are. Meditation helps you reconnect to that inner core, a place where your deepest desires, true strengths, and unwavering focus reside. But what exactly does it mean to enhance your inner power through meditation? Inner power refers to your ability to remain grounded and centered, regardless of what's happening around you. It's the confidence to face life's uncertainties without succumbing to fear or anxiety. It's the clarity that allows you to make decisions from a place of wisdom rather than impulse. Meditation helps you access this power by quieting the constant chatter of your mind, enabling you to hear your inner voice, which often holds the answers you seek. One of the most profound benefits of meditation is its ability to increase focus. Focus is the ability to direct your attention toward a specific task or goal without being distracted. It's something we often take for granted, but in a world full of notifications, constant stimulation, and competing demands, maintaining focus has become increasingly difficult. Meditation is like a workout for your mind, strengthening your mental muscles so that you can focus more deeply and for longer periods. When you meditate, you practice bringing your attention back to the present moment. Whether you're focusing on your breath, a mantra, or a specific visualization, the act of returning your attention to a single point trains your brain to resist distractions. With time, this process becomes easier, and your ability to maintain focus in all areas of your life improves. Whether you're working, studying, or even engaging in a conversation, you'll notice an increased capacity to concentrate and give your full attention to the task at hand. One of the most important aspects of meditation is that it allows you to detach from the outside world and turn inward. In our busy, overstimulated world, we are constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and judgments. This can create mental clutter, making it difficult to discern what truly matters. Through daily meditation, you create a space of silence in your mind where you can observe your thoughts without becoming overwhelmed by them. You learn to let go of the noise and focus only on what's essential. This clarity of mind is the foundation of inner power and focus. Meditation also nurtures emotional resilience. It's easy to be swept away by the highs and lows of life, the euphoria of success or the despair of failure. But when you meditate regularly, you begin to develop a sense of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you become cold or indifferent. Rather, it means you no longer allow your emotions to dictate your behavior. Instead of reacting impulsively to situations, you learn to respond mindfully. You become aware of your emotional triggers and how to manage them, allowing you to maintain a sense of balance no matter the external circumstances. This emotional resilience is crucial for staying focused and aligned with your goals, even when challenges arise. As you continue to meditate, you also deepen your awareness of your own thoughts and patterns. You start to see how your mind often pulls you in various directions, from worry about the future to regret about the past. The mind is like a restless river, constantly flowing, always moving. Meditation helps you observe these thoughts without becoming attached to them. You learn that you are not your thoughts. They are simply passing clouds in the sky of your consciousness. By observing them without judgment or identification, you begin to break free from the patterns that limit you. Over time, this self-awareness leads to greater self-acceptance. You become more comfortable with who you are, without the need for validation from others. This inner security enhances your sense of inner power. You no longer rely on external circumstances or achievements to feel validated. Your sense of worth comes from within, from a deep knowing that you are enough as you are. This shift in mindset transforms how you show up in the world. You begin to pursue your goals with more confidence and less fear of failure, knowing that your value is not contingent on your outcomes. Furthermore, meditation allows you to access a higher state of consciousness, one that is not limited by the ego or the fear-based thinking that often governs our actions. In this higher state, you can see the bigger picture, connect to a sense of purpose, and tap into your intuition. This connection to your higher self provides the clarity and wisdom needed to make decisions that are aligned with your true desires. When you cultivate this connection through daily meditation, your decisions become more deliberate and intentional, rather than reactive or impulsive. To enhance your focus, you might choose a specific meditation technique that resonates with you. Some people prefer focusing on their breath, while others find it helpful to use a mantra or affirmation. Whatever method you choose, the key is consistency. Meditation is not a quick fix, it's a lifelong practice that requires patience and commitment. However, as you meditate daily, you'll begin to notice subtle changes in your life. Your ability to stay focused on your goals will increase, your inner power will grow, and your clarity of mind will sharpen. These changes, though gradual, are profound and transformative. Moreover, meditation encourages you to step out of your comfort zone. As you meditate, you may encounter uncomfortable feelings or thoughts that you've been avoiding. These experiences, while challenging, offer valuable lessons. They invite you to explore your fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs, and through this exploration, you release their grip on you. Meditation becomes a tool not just for relaxation, but for transformation, helping you shed the layers of fear and doubt that have held you back from realizing your full potential. The daily practice of meditation is a commitment to yourself, a commitment to your growth, your well-being, and your inner power. It's a promise that you will take the time each day to connect with your true self, to quiet the noise of the world, and to focus on what truly matters. The benefits of this practice are immeasurable, and over time, you will begin to see the profound impact it has on your life. Through consistent meditation, you unlock your inner power and create the mental clarity and emotional resilience needed to succeed. You become more focused, more grounded, and more aligned with your true purpose. And as you continue on this journey, you'll find that the challenges of life become easier to navigate, and the distractions of the world lose their grip on you. Meditation is a tool for growth, for self-discovery, and for building a life of purpose and fulfillment. When you make it a daily habit, you empower yourself to live fully, to be present in each moment, and to create a life that reflects your deepest desires. Chapter 13. Strengthen your connection to your body's energy field. Your body is more than just a vessel for your mind and soul. It is a powerful energy field that can influence every aspect of your life. This energy field surrounds you, interacts with the world around you, and has a profound impact on how you experience reality. By strengthening your connection to your body's energy field, you tap into a vast source of power that can enhance your vitality, improve your health, and deepen your sense of self-awareness. When we think about energy, it's easy to envision something abstract or intangible. However, the energy field surrounding your body is real, measurable, and accessible. It's the electromagnetic field that arises from the electrical and chemical processes occurring within your cells, tissues, and organs. This field extends out from your body, influencing not only your physical health, but also your mental and emotional state. In fact, your energy field can serve as a reflection of your internal environment. When you are in balance, your energy flows freely. When you are out of balance, your energy can become blocked or stagnant. The concept of the body as an energy field isn't new. Many ancient traditions, including Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, have long recognized the importance of energy flow in maintaining health and well-being. These traditions teach that the flow of energy, or life force, is what sustains us and keeps us in harmony with the universe. When energy flows smoothly, you feel energized, balanced, and alive. When energy is blocked or disrupted, you may experience fatigue, illness, or emotional distress. To truly harness the power of your body's energy field, you need to become more aware of it. This requires tuning into your body and learning how to feel, direct, and nurture the energy that resides within you. It starts with the simple practice of mindfulness, becoming present with your body and its sensations. This practice involves focusing your attention on the way your body feels in any given moment, without judgment or distraction. As you become more attuned to your body, you may begin to notice the subtle energy shifts that occur throughout your day. You might feel a surge of energy after a good workout, or a sense of calm after spending time in nature. Conversely, you may feel drained or depleted after being in stressful situations or surrounded by negative energy. By paying attention to these subtle cues, you can begin to identify the sources of energy that nourish you and those that deplete you. One powerful way to strengthen your connection to your body's energy field is through breathwork. The breath is not only essential for life, but it also serves as a bridge between the physical body and the energetic body. Through conscious breathing, you can activate your energy, clear blockages, and restore balance to your system. Deep, slow breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the body and mind, while rapid, shallow breathing can increase feelings of anxiety and stress. By practicing deep breathing, you can consciously shift your energy and create a sense of calm and focus. Another method for strengthening your energy connection is through movement. Physical activity, especially practices like yoga or Tai Chi, allows you to move energy through your body, creating flow and releasing stagnation. These practices incorporate specific postures, breathing techniques, and mindfulness to balance the flow of energy within the body. As you move through these postures, you not only strengthen your muscles and joints, but also activate your energy channels, or meridians, allowing for improved circulation and a heightened sense of vitality. In addition to breathwork and movement, your diet plays a crucial role in supporting your energy field. The foods you consume can either enhance or deplete your energy, depending on their quality and the way they affect your body. Whole nutrient-dense foods provide the necessary fuel for your body's energy systems, while processed or junk foods can contribute to energy imbalances. By eating a balanced diet that nourishes your body with the right nutrients, you help ensure that your energy field remains strong and vibrant. Another important aspect of strengthening your connection to your body's energy field is grounding. Grounding, also known as earthing, is the practice of connecting to the Earth's natural energy by walking barefoot on the ground, sitting on the earth, or simply being in nature. The Earth's energy has a stabilizing effect on the body and can help neutralize excess electromagnetic energy from electronic devices. Spending time outdoors and connecting to the earth can help restore balance to your energy field and promote a sense of peace and well-being. Emotional and mental well-being is also a critical factor in the strength of your energy field. Negative emotions, such as fear, anger, or sadness, can create blockages in your energy system, leading to physical tension or illness. When you are emotionally balanced, your energy flows freely, and you experience greater vitality and well-being. Meditation, journaling, and other mindfulness practices can help you release negative emotions and clear any energetic blockages. Visualizations are another powerful tool for strengthening your connection to your energy field. By imagining your energy expanding and flowing freely, you can help direct energy to areas of your body that need healing or rejuvenation. You can visualize a bright light surrounding your body, or imagine energy moving through your chakras, clearing away any blocks or imbalances. The power of visualization lies in its ability to tap into your subconscious mind, influencing your energy field at a deep, intuitive level. It's also important to protect your energy from external sources that can drain or disrupt it. People, environments, and situations that are toxic or negative can have a significant impact on your energy field. When you are constantly exposed to negativity or stress, your energy can become depleted, leaving you feeling drained or out of balance. To protect your energy, you can practice setting boundaries, both physical and emotional. This might involve limiting your exposure to certain people or environments, or simply taking time for yourself to recharge and restore your energy. By becoming more aware of your energy field and learning how to strengthen it, you gain the ability to influence your health, emotions, and overall well-being. Strengthening this connection requires conscious effort and mindfulness, but the rewards are well worth it. As you deepen your connection to your body's energy field, you will feel more alive, more in control, and more aligned with your true purpose. You'll notice that your body responds with greater vitality, your mind becomes clearer, and your emotional state becomes more stable and balanced. The beauty of strengthening your connection to your body's energy field is that it's a lifelong practice. There is always more to learn and discover about yourself, and each step along the way brings you closer to your true potential. As you continue to nurture your energy, you will unlock a powerful source of vitality and empowerment that will serve you in every area of your life. Chapter 14. Focus on elevated emotions to shift your vibrational state. The power of emotion is far beyond what we can comprehend with logic alone. Our emotions are the vibrational signals that influence everything we experience. Every feeling we have emits a frequency that ripples through the fabric of reality, directly impacting our interactions, opportunities, and the way we perceive our surroundings. When you focus on elevating your emotions, you are in effect shifting your vibrational state. This change in frequency is transformative, and it allows you to attract higher experiences, relationships, and possibilities into your life. Elevated emotions are the key to shifting your vibration. These emotions are the high-frequency feelings, such as love, gratitude, joy, peace, and compassion, that resonate at a level that aligns you with the abundance of the universe. When you are in an elevated emotional state, you radiate positive energy, which acts as a magnet for more positive experiences. On the other hand, lower emotions like fear, anger, frustration, and sadness vibrate at a much lower frequency, drawing experiences that reflect those feelings. Understanding this concept is the first step in mastering your vibrational state. It's important to recognize that you are not merely a passive observer of your emotions. You have the power to intentionally shift your emotional state, and by doing so, you can change the way the world responds to you. This isn't about suppressing negative emotions or pretending to feel something you don't. It's about becoming conscious of your emotional state and making a deliberate choice to focus on thoughts, feelings, and experiences that elevate your vibration. The journey to elevating your emotions starts with awareness. You must first recognize when you are experiencing low-frequency emotions. Sometimes, this is easy to do because you feel the immediate weight of anger, sadness, or anxiety. Other times, these emotions are more subtle, perhaps manifesting as a slight sense of unease or irritability. However, awareness is the foundation. When you can observe the emotional state you are in without judgment, you create the space to choose a new direction. Once you have acknowledged your current emotional state, the next step is to shift your focus. This is where the practice of consciously cultivating elevated emotions comes into play. Start by remembering times when you felt truly grateful, joyful, or peaceful. Reflect on those experiences, bringing them to the forefront of your mind. Immerse yourself in the details of that moment. Feel the warmth of gratitude filling your heart, or the lightness of joy expanding throughout your body. As you do this, notice how your energy begins to change. The more you focus on these elevated emotions, the more your vibration shifts. It may seem simple, but there is immense power in this practice. By deliberately choosing to focus on elevated emotions, you alter the energetic imprint you leave on the world. It's as though you are becoming a different version of yourself. The more consistently you practice this, the easier it becomes to access these high-frequency emotions, even in the midst of challenging situations. But the process doesn't stop there. To truly shift your vibrational state, you must learn to embody the elevated emotions you are cultivating. It's not enough to merely think about them or recall past experiences. You must feel them as if they are happening right now. When you fully embrace the emotion of gratitude, joy, love, or peace, it's as if you are momentarily stepping into a higher version of yourself. This embodied experience is what amplifies your vibrational frequency. Think of your emotions as a magnet. When you align with elevated emotions, you begin to magnetize higher vibrational experiences, people, and circumstances into your life. The key is to not only feel these emotions but to maintain them. To sustain this elevated emotional state, consider adopting daily practices that reinforce your emotional vibration. One of the most powerful ways to reinforce elevated emotions is through meditation. Meditation allows you to go inward and connect with the core of who you are. By incorporating emotional focus into your meditation practice, you can amplify the emotions of gratitude, love, and joy. Picture your heart expanding with love, your body radiating with peace, and your mind clear with contentment. As you settle into these elevated emotions, notice how your energetic field starts to shift, becoming more vibrant, more magnetic, and more aligned with the universe's flow. Another way to raise your emotional vibration is through gratitude practices. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can access. When you focus on all that you have to be thankful for, you invite more to be thankful for into your life. Gratitude opens your heart and shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful, for it's not just about acknowledging the good in your life, but about feeling the deep sense of abundance that comes with it. You can practice gratitude at any moment, whether it's writing in a gratitude journal, speaking aloud your appreciation for the people in your life, or simply pausing throughout your day to recognize the blessings around you. No matter the form, gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that raises your vibration in an instant. It's also essential to surround yourself with influences that support your emotional state. The people, places and media you engage with all play a significant role in your vibration. If you want to consistently maintain an elevated emotional state, spend time with individuals who uplift and inspire you. Engage in conversations that encourage positivity and growth. Avoid situations that drain your energy or expose you to negativity, for these will only pull you back into lower vibrational states. Music, too, plays a powerful role in elevating your emotions. Certain types of music, especially those with harmonious tones and uplifting rhythms, have the ability to raise your emotional frequency. The right music can help you shift from stress or frustration to peace and joy. Find the sounds that resonate with your heart and use them as a tool to uplift your mood and vibrational state. It's also vital to practice forgiveness, as holding on to resentment or anger will only keep you trapped in low-frequency emotions. When you forgive, you release the heavy energy that holds you back from experiencing the freedom and elevation of joy, love, and peace. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional weight of the past. By focusing on elevated emotions, you begin to create a new reality. You may find that challenges no longer seem as insurmountable, that obstacles are easier to navigate, and that opportunities begin to present themselves in unexpected ways. The higher your emotional state, the higher your vibrational frequency, and the more you will attract situations and people that match that vibration. In essence, when you choose to focus on elevated emotions, you are not just shifting your own energy, but also contributing to the collective vibration of the world around you. As you raise your vibration, you create a ripple effect that influences others, inspiring them to also step into their own higher vibrational states. This, in turn, amplifies the positive energy on the planet, creating a collective field of abundance, love, and peace. The key to shifting your vibrational state lies in the consistent practice of focusing on elevated emotions. Over time, this practice will become a way of being, and you will notice how effortlessly you are able to maintain a higher frequency. As you continue to refine this practice, you will find that your external world begins to mirror the elevated emotions you are cultivating within. The more you focus on the love, joy, peace, and gratitude that reside within, the more they will manifest in your life. Chapter 15. Create powerful intentions that align with your goals. Everything changes the moment you begin living your life with deliberate intention. It is one of the greatest shifts a person can make, moving from drifting to directing. Most people live on autopilot. They react to situations, bounce from one obligation to another, and hope that somehow, through sheer momentum, they'll arrive at a better future. But hope without intention is like sailing without a compass. You can't expect to reach your destination if you don't know where you're going or why you're going there. Intentions aren't vague wishes. They're not passing thoughts. They're focused internal commitments. They are clear declarations to the universe and to yourself about what you are creating, what you are becoming, and what you are aligning your energy with. A true intention carries the weight of clarity, the force of purpose, and the spark of belief. When your intentions are powerful, your actions become aligned, your choices become deliberate, and your path becomes illuminated. Before setting any intention, you must first be honest about what you truly want. This requires stillness. It demands that you slow down and ask yourself deeper questions. What do I really value? What kind of life do I want to live? What am I ready to commit to becoming, no matter how uncomfortable the process may be? The more honest your answers, the more powerful your intentions become. Most people don't go deep enough. They stay on the surface, setting goals that sound impressive but feel empty. You must avoid this. Dig into the truth of your desire and don't censor yourself. Your goals are not there to please others. They are there to bring you into alignment with who you were always meant to be. Once your desire is clear, you begin to shape it into an intention. This is where the shift happens. A desire is passive. It says, I hope this happens. An intention is active. It says, this is what I am creating. That internal shift matters. It's not about controlling the world around you. It's about commanding the energy within you. And that energy, when directed with precision, begins to reshape your reality from the inside out. Creating a powerful intention requires that it be rooted in your values. There is no power in an intention that doesn't match who you are. You cannot sustain a goal that conflicts with your core beliefs. You will sabotage it, resist it, or lose interest. But when your intention reflects what you stand for, what you care about, and what you're ready to grow into, it becomes magnetic. It pulls your focus, sharpens your energy, and organizes your actions. You begin to notice that the right opportunities show up. The right people appear, the right ideas come to mind. That's not coincidence, that's coherence, that's alignment. That's the power of intention doing its quiet work in the background of your life. Intentions must be specific. Vague intentions lead to vague results. You cannot just say, I want to be successful. That's not enough. What does success mean to you? Is it freedom? Is it impact? Is it financial independence? Is it mastering a skill? The clearer your intention, the stronger your focus. Specificity gives your subconscious mind a target. Without a clear target, your energy scatters. With one, your energy sharpens. Specificity doesn't mean obsessing over every detail of how it will happen. It means defining what you want to experience and who you want to become in the process. Powerful intentions are also emotionally charged. They aren't just mental decisions, they carry emotional weight. You feel them in your body. You sense their importance. When you speak your intention aloud or write it down, it should awaken something inside you. It should stir your spirit. If it doesn't, it's not strong enough yet. A powerful intention is one that you can return to again and again, especially when you feel tired or discouraged, and it still reignites your fire. That's how you know it's aligned with your soul. Intentions are different from goals, and you must understand the difference. Goals are outcomes. Intentions are energies. Goals focus on what you want to accomplish. Intentions focus on how you want to live while you accomplish it. You can have a goal of building a business, but your intention might be to operate with integrity, serve people fully, and expand your creativity in the process. That intention shapes how you pursue the goal. It gives the goal meaning. It keeps your pursuit aligned with your values, and it ensures that even if you're not there yet, you're living the journey with purpose. You must return to your intentions daily. They are not one-time declarations. They are living commitments. Each morning, remind yourself of your intention. Speak it aloud. Visualize it. Feel it in your heart. Let it shape how you move through the day. When decisions arise, filter them through the lens of your intention. When distractions pull at you, return your focus by remembering why you started. When setbacks happen, use your intention to realign your energy. A powerful intention isn't about forcing outcomes. It's about anchoring yourself in the energy that creates outcomes. One of the most effective ways to ground your intentions is through writing. Take time every morning or evening to write your intention down, not in a robotic way, but with presence and feeling. Describe how you're aligning with it. Write about how it feels to live from it. Explore what actions it's calling you toward. The act of writing helps imprint the intention deeper into your subconscious. It becomes more than an idea. It becomes a part of your identity. You also need to act in alignment with your intentions. Action is where intention meets reality. You cannot just set intentions and then wait passively for the universe to deliver. That's not how it works. Intention without action is daydreaming. You must live your intention into existence. Take the first step. Make the uncomfortable call. Learn the new skill. Show up when you don't feel ready. Each action you take in alignment with your intention builds momentum, and momentum is what turns invisible energy into visible results. You will be tested. Life will present distractions. Fear will whisper lies. Doubt will knock at your door. But your intention is your anchor. It's the internal declaration that reminds you of who you are and what you're committed to. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to stay connected to your intention even when fear arises. The more you do this, the stronger you become. The clearer your focus becomes. The more aligned your path becomes. The universe responds to clarity. When your energy is scattered, nothing sticks. But when your intention is focused, your energy becomes a laser. And that focused energy begins to shape your world in subtle but powerful ways. You start noticing new opportunities that were always there but invisible to your previous level of awareness. You start drawing people into your life who resonate with your mission. You start moving through challenges with more resilience. That's not magic. That's alignment. Living with powerful intention is not about being perfect. It's about being conscious. You won't always feel inspired. You won't always feel certain. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up. You keep choosing alignment. You keep returning to your intention even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. That's when it matters most. Over time you'll realize that your intention has become your way of being. It's no longer something you have to remind yourself of. It's embedded in who you are. Your thoughts, your actions, your habits, they all begin to reflect the intention you set. And that's when transformation happens. That's when you start living from the inside out. That's when your life begins to reflect the energy you've been building. Day by day, decision by decision. The most powerful intentions are not rooted in lack. They're rooted in truth, vision, and alignment. Set your intention not because you are incomplete, but because you are ready to step into a more expanded version of yourself. Set it not to chase approval or external rewards, but to live a life that feels honest, meaningful, and fully expressed. When you do this, you create more than just results. You create integrity between who you are, what you value, and how you show up in the world. Let this be the moment where you stop drifting and start directing. Let this be the moment where your goals are no longer distant dreams but focused intentions grounded in purpose and driven by action. Let this be the moment where you align your energy, define your future, and walk forward with clarity, not just once but every single day. Chapter 16. Release negative energy patterns to open space for wealth. True wealth cannot grow in a space that is filled with emotional debris, unconscious resentment, or the internal weight of old patterns that drain your energy. Before abundance can flow, something must be cleared. You must be willing to release what you've carried for far too long, the thoughts, emotions, and reactions that no longer belong in the life you are building. These negative energy patterns are not just mental habits. They are energetic blocks that restrict growth, repel opportunity, and tie you to cycles that have already expired. Every person walks through life with a certain energetic frequency. That frequency is shaped not only by what you think, but by what you refuse to let go of. If your thoughts are focused on lack, if your emotions are entangled in past disappointment, if your self-talk is grounded in fear or unworthiness, you are unconsciously radiating a signal that contradicts wealth. No matter how hard you work, if you carry the wrong energy, you keep repelling the very things you say you want. The shift begins with clearing. Not adding more, but subtracting what doesn't serve. Most people don't realize how deeply conditioned they are to associate money with fear, guilt, scarcity, or pain. These emotional associations operate beneath the surface, silently influencing choices, sabotaging opportunities, and triggering shame when progress is made. To truly welcome wealth, you must examine the patterns you've absorbed from your past, whether from family, culture, trauma, or failure. You must become aware of what narratives you've been repeating. Did someone teach you that money is dangerous? Did you watch people fight over it? Did you learn that wealth is only for the lucky, or that you have to sacrifice your peace to attain it? These beliefs imprint themselves into your nervous system and become self-fulfilling cycles. But cycles can be broken if you're willing to confront them with clarity. Releasing negative energy patterns starts with recognition. You cannot shift what you won't see. Pay attention to your reactions, especially around money. What do you feel when you receive it? What thoughts arise when you spend it, or lose it, or imagine having more of it? Is there tightness in your body? A sense of guilt? A fear of not deserving? These are signals. They point to deeper imprints, and every one of those imprints can be transformed, but only after they've been seen without judgment. Judgment keeps energy stuck. When you judge yourself for having negative thoughts, you reinforce the pattern. When you resist uncomfortable emotions, you feed their power. The only way out is through. You must become the quiet observer of your own energy. Not to fight it, but to understand it. Once you witness it fully, you take away its ability to control you. You don't need to fix it immediately. You just need to acknowledge it honestly. That is how release begins. After recognition comes detachment. This is the conscious act of choosing not to identify with those patterns anymore. Just because you've carried fear doesn't mean it's who you are. Just because you've lived with lack doesn't mean it's your destiny. You are not your patterns. You are the one watching them. That awareness creates space. And in that space, new choices can be made. Release also happens on a physical level. Emotions are stored in the body. Resentment sits in the chest. Fear lives in the gut. Guilt knots itself into your shoulders. You cannot think your way out of this storage. You must move. You must breathe deeply. You must sit still and feel where the tension is held, and then let it soften. Sometimes it takes tears. Sometimes it takes laughter. Sometimes it takes silence. But the body always knows how to let go, if you're willing to stop numbing and start listening. Energy patterns are reinforced by repetition. Every time you think a thought, feel an emotion, or act on an impulse, you strengthen that energetic groove. To break the groove, you must interrupt the pattern. That means choosing a new response in the moment, where the old one wants to take over. When your mind says, "I never have enough," you pause and say, "I choose to see abundance here." When you feel unworthy of wealth, you pause and remind yourself, "I am open to receiving more than I've ever imagined." These small moments of redirection are not insignificant. They are the foundation of change. Rewiring happens one choice at a time. Wealth is not just a number in your bank account. It is a state of receptivity. It is the ability to hold more without shrinking back, and that ability is built by releasing what you've been holding on to. Sometimes it's old grief. Sometimes it's the voice of a parent who made you feel small. Sometimes it's your own inner critic, whispering that you'll never be enough. These voices can be softened. Their volume can be turned down. But first you must stop giving them power. To open space for wealth, you must also open space for stillness. Stillness is where clarity grows. It's where your deeper wisdom speaks. It's where you get in touch with the energy that's always been underneath the noise. When you slow down, breathe deeply, and become present, you start to notice what you've been carrying that doesn't belong to you. You start to feel the difference between tension and truth. You begin to release, not through effort but through awareness. Some patterns will release quickly. Others will take time. Be patient with the process. You are unlearning years of conditioning. This is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Each time you notice a limiting thought and choose not to feed it, you're changing. Each time you release a memory that once triggered shame, you're evolving. Each time you allow yourself to feel a difficult emotion without running, you're becoming stronger. That strength is what makes you ready for more. Opening space for wealth also means clearing clutter, mentally, emotionally, physically. Let go of the relationships that drain you. Release the habits that numb you. Stop investing energy in things that don't align with who you're becoming. Every decision is either an investment in expansion or a reinforcement of contraction. Choose expansion, choose openness, choose alignment. As you release negative energy, your vibration rises. This isn't spiritual fluff, it's physics. Your energy begins to feel lighter. Your thoughts become more constructive. Your emotional baseline shifts from stress to trust, and in that state, wealth begins to flow more naturally. Not because you forced it, but because you stopped resisting it. You made space. You cleared the channel. You prepared yourself to hold what you once pushed away. There will always be moments of discomfort. Growth demands it. But discomfort is not the enemy. It's the signal that something old is leaving. Let it go. Don't cling to what has expired just because it's familiar. Familiar pain is still pain. You are not here to repeat cycles. You are here to rise beyond them. Trust that as you release, you are not losing anything of value. You are creating room for something greater. This process will challenge you. It will stretch you. It will ask you to look at parts of yourself you've tried to avoid. But what you will gain is clarity, freedom, and a deeper connection to your power. You will no longer be at war with yourself. You will no longer be trapped in loops of self-sabotage. You will become a person whose energy welcomes abundance rather than resists it. Wealth responds to coherence. When your mind, body, and spirit are in alignment, you become a magnet for all that matches your frequency. But coherence cannot be faked. It must be cultivated through inner work, through release, through honesty, through the willingness to let go of what no longer belongs, even if it once felt necessary. Let this be your invitation, not to chase more, but to clear what's blocking the flow. Not to struggle harder, but to surrender more deeply. Not to fight for wealth, but to become someone who naturally holds it, because they've made space, done the work, and chosen to release everything that once kept it at arm's length. Chapter 17. Allow your imagination to guide you toward success. Your imagination is not a toy. It is a tool, a force that shapes the structure of your future long before the world recognizes its blueprint. Every advancement, breakthrough, and shift in your personal journey begins in the theater of your mind. When you close your eyes and truly allow your thoughts to stretch beyond the limits of your current conditions, You tap into a creative field that is not bound by what has happened, but only by what you're bold enough to envision. Most people don't fail because they lack intelligence, discipline, or resources. They fail because they never let their imagination breathe. They become trapped in logic, confined by evidence of the past, afraid to project forward because the vision feels unfamiliar. But your success is born in the unfamiliar. To allow your imagination to guide you, you must first stop limiting its flow with doubt. Doubt chokes vision. Doubt is the voice that says, "Be realistic," before your dream has had a chance to take shape. You weren't created to repeat the world's past. You're here to carve out something new, something personal and powerful, and the first step is imagining what that looks like in its highest form. Not a watered-down version that other people approve of, not a safe version you've been told is feasible, but the fullest, clearest, most unapologetic version of what you desire. You have to give yourself permission to think freely. That means eliminating the inner critic while you're envisioning what your life could become. That critic might be a voice from your past, a memory from failure, or a fear of being seen trying and falling short. None of that belongs in the process of imagining. You cannot navigate toward a future if you're still weighed down by stories from your past. Let your imagination stretch without interruption. Let it describe, in vivid detail, the kind of success that moves your soul. Imagine not only the outcome, but the feeling of already living it. Imagine how you would walk, how you would speak, how you would think. Picture the way people would treat you if you operated from your highest potential, and imagine the kind of people you would surround yourself with. The more you allow these images to grow, the more they take root in your subconscious. Imagination plants the seed, and consistency waters it. This means returning to your vision every day, even when nothing in your reality matches what you see in your mind. It's easy to believe when you're seeing results, but it's powerful to believe before there's any evidence. That is the moment when imagination turns into faith. And faith backed by daily action reshapes your reality from the inside out. The world responds to conviction. It responds to those who know what they want with clarity and aren't afraid to see it in their minds long before it's visible. When you act from imagination instead of reaction, you stop repeating your history and start creating your destiny. You move differently. You speak with more certainty. You stand with a deeper purpose because you're no longer trying to fit into someone else's mold. You're building your own. This process does not require external permission. You do not need validation to imagine greatness. In fact, many people won't understand what you see. That's not a sign to stop. That's a sign to keep going. The truth is, most of the world is asleep to their own power. They won't always recognize yours. But your imagination isn't for them. It's for you. It's the proof that your future already exists inside you. You must protect that vision. You must treat your imagination as sacred. That means refusing to share your dreams with those who only know how to diminish them. That means building a quiet inner world where your ideas are allowed to develop before they are exposed to the noise of opinions. In the early stages, your dream is like a flame. It needs protection from the wind of judgment and doubt. There will be moments when the gap between your reality and your vision feels overwhelming. In those moments, remember that your imagination isn't a lie, it's a preview. It's a coded message from your highest self about what's possible if you align with it. Don't mistake current lack for future impossibility. The imagination is always ahead of reality. You must learn to hold the image long enough for the world to catch up. This is the discipline that separates dreamers from achievers. Dreamers touch the vision, but don't stay with it. Achievers commit to it, revisit it, and live from it daily. They use imagination not as a fantasy, but as a compass. They take real-world steps based on what they've already seen internally. This creates a sense of inner certainty that doesn't fade when things take longer than expected. Imagination works best when paired with movement. You cannot just sit and think. You must think and do. Visualizing your success is powerful, but taking aligned action is what moves the vision from potential to physical reality. Your job is to imagine clearly and act deliberately, day after day. Even small steps, when taken in the direction of your vision, create massive momentum. Imagination is not idle daydreaming. It is the inner mechanism by which we create mental blueprints that the world can later recognize. It allows us to engage with possibilities, scenarios, and outcomes long before they arrive. Every successful individual you've ever heard of used imagination before they built, before they succeeded, before anyone believed. What separates them from those who settle is their willingness to trust their vision when it was invisible to everyone else. You must be patient with your process. Imagination may show you something incredible, but your current life may still look ordinary. That doesn't mean it's not working. The vision is not an escape, it's a responsibility. You're being shown what's possible, not just to admire it, but to pursue it. And that pursuit may be long, lonely, and unclear at times. But clarity returns when you reconnect with your imagination. You reignite direction when you revisit the vision. It doesn't fade unless you abandon it. Create time and space in your daily life to sit with your imagination, not passively, but intentionally. Close your eyes and build it like a sculptor chiseling a statue. Layer by layer, make the picture more vivid. What do you see? Who are you with? What are you doing? Where are you living? What kind of problems are you solving? What are you building? These are not fantasies. These are inner plans. And when you return to them daily, they begin to mold your behavior. You stop drifting. You start building. Let your imagination influence your priorities. If you see yourself as a person of purpose and power, how would that person behave today? What habits would they practice? What distractions would they eliminate? What values would guide them? Imagination isn't just for future outcomes, it's a tool for present-day alignment. You begin to embody what you envision. That embodiment becomes magnetic. You start to attract experiences, opportunities, and relationships that match the frequency of what you've been seeing in your mind. The most important part is believing that what you see is real before the world gives you proof. This is where most people give up. They want signs, confirmation, and applause before they commit. But the process doesn't work that way. The confirmation comes after the commitment. When you trust what you see in your mind and follow it boldly, the world adjusts. Life reorganizes around your level of belief. If your imagination shows you something greater, it's not teasing you, it's inviting you. Your job is to respond. You cannot guide your life by imagination if your mind is constantly overwhelmed by distractions. You must learn to quiet the noise. This means reducing input. It means spending time away from social media, gossip, and surface-level conversations that keep your thinking shallow. Imagination lives in silence, in solitude, in the moments where you allow yourself to reflect without interruption. Create those moments daily. Make them sacred. Let your vision speak to you when everything else goes quiet. You will have days where doubt returns. That is not failure, that is normal. On those days, remember that your vision is still there, waiting for you to reconnect. Return to it without shame. Let it remind you why you started. Let it reawaken the fire. Imagination is not a one-time act. It is a lifelong relationship. The more you nurture it, the stronger your inner guidance becomes. The more you trust it, the faster you move toward your goals. People who achieve extraordinary things are not better than you. They simply believe in what they imagine and act on it with persistence. They don't wait for certainty. They build it internally. They let their imagination lead their energy, and their energy leads their action. You can do the same. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a powerful picture in your mind, and the courage to begin moving in that direction. Let this be the moment you decide to take your imagination seriously. Let this be the season where you stop shrinking your dreams to match your current life, and start expanding your life to meet the scale of your vision. Everything begins in the unseen. Everything begins with a thought. Let your thoughts grow. Let your inner world flourish. Then act with full commitment, knowing the future you see is waiting for you to step into it. I'll continue with the final section in the next message. When you begin to live from the inside out, your world starts to shift. You're no longer reacting to circumstances, you're creating them. You walk into each day, not just hoping things go well, but actively shaping how they unfold. This isn't arrogance. This is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've already seen it, lived it, felt it in your imagination. And because you've felt it so clearly within, you begin to expect it without. Expectation is a powerful force. When you expect something to happen, you act differently. You prepare. You train. You move like someone who knows the outcome is inevitable. That's how imagination transforms you, not by giving you instant results, but by adjusting your attitude until the results catch up. You stop asking if it will happen, and start asking how soon you'll be ready. You stop hesitating, because hesitation doesn't belong to someone who has already seen where they're going. Most people are afraid to imagine too big. They worry it will lead to disappointment. But the truth is, the only thing more painful than failing is never trying, because you were afraid to believe. Your imagination isn't a trap. It's a lifeline. It shows you there's more. It reminds you that you're capable of more. If you ignore it, you settle for less than you were designed to experience. But when you honor it, you give yourself the chance to live fully, honestly, and courageously. Think about every area of your life, your career, your health, your relationships, your finances. Have you allowed your imagination to speak to these areas? Have you sat down and envisioned not just the absence of problems, but the presence of greatness? Most people only imagine enough to survive. They imagine paying their bills, avoiding stress, getting by. But you were not made to scrape by. You were made to thrive, and imagination is the spark that makes thriving possible. Start imagining in detail. Picture the best-case scenarios, the highest outcomes. Let yourself feel what success would actually be like, not just a concept but a lived experience. Imagination becomes powerful when you involve emotion. When you feel the energy of what you desire, your body begins to respond. Your mind sharpens. Your awareness increases. You begin to notice new ideas, new paths, new solutions. This is not magic. It's alignment. You don't need permission to do this. You don't need to explain your vision to people who don't see it. In fact,
You might find that fewer people understand you the more you commit to your imagination. That's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to keep going, to stay connected to your own vision, and let it speak louder than anyone's doubts. Sometimes your imagination will take you places you've never been, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It may stretch you. It may scare you. It may challenge everything you thought was possible. That's good. That means it's working. Growth doesn't come from imagining what's comfortable. It comes from imagining what's unfamiliar, and allowing that image to pull you forward before you fully understand how. As you continue to act from your imagination, you'll start seeing evidence, small wins, new insights, unexpected doors opening. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. That's your inner world reshaping your outer world. But you have to keep going. You can't stop when things get hard. You can't abandon the process just because the timeline is longer than expected. Your imagination didn't lie to you. It revealed what's possible, and possibility doesn't expire. It waits. There will be moments when your imagination feels like the only thing you have, when the support, results, and clarity haven't arrived yet. In those moments, double down, recommit, reimagine with more intensity. Let your inner vision be the fire that keeps you going when everything else grows cold. That's how success is created, from the inside long before it becomes visible. You lead with belief, backed by vision, powered by action. Imagination is the purest form of freedom. In your mind you are unlimited. You are bold. You are already living the life you desire. And that state of inner being is the key to outer becoming. You become what you consistently imagine, what you emotionally embody, and what you refuse to let go of. No matter what you've been through, your imagination still belongs to you. Protect it. Use it. Let it lead. If you're still here, still reading, still wanting more, good. That means your vision isn't dead. It's alive. And it's waiting. Let today be the day you stop shrinking your inner world to match your circumstances, and start expanding your circumstances to meet your vision. The next version of your life is already inside you. All you have to do is imagine it, feel it, and move toward it without hesitation. Keep going. The world you want is already forming around the image you hold in your mind.
Chapter 18. Master the art of staying present in each moment. Mastering the art of staying present in each moment is a skill that can radically transform your life. The truth is, most of us live in a constant state of distraction. Our minds are pulled in multiple directions at once, replaying the past, worrying about the future, or constantly jumping from task to task. But in reality, the present moment is the only place where true power exists. It's the only place where we can take action, create change, and feel alive. The present moment holds all the answers we seek. When we learn to be fully present, we tap into the most powerful version of ourselves. It's easy to get lost in thoughts that aren't serving us, or in a future that isn't here yet. But when you refocus on the now, you will begin to realize that you are in control. Every moment is an opportunity to choose how you respond. Staying present is not about doing more. It's about doing things with intention, with presence, and with full awareness. When you embrace the present, you stop waiting for things to change before you're happy or successful. You understand that the present moment is where you have power, the power to create, the power to act, and the power to decide. It's easy to believe that we need something external to bring us happiness or peace, but the truth is, All of that already exists within the now. To truly master presence, you must let go of the constant need to multitask. Multitasking is an illusion. It fragments your attention and keeps you from experiencing the fullness of each moment. Instead of rushing through life trying to do everything at once, commit to focusing on one thing at a time. Whether you're working, having a conversation, or even just enjoying a meal, be there fully. Don't let your mind wander off into the future or dwell on the past. When you give your full attention to what's in front of you, you not only complete the task more efficiently, but you also begin to cultivate a deeper sense of satisfaction. In our fast-paced world, it's common to feel like there's always something else we need to do. But there's a profound peace in simply being. You don't have to be in constant motion or constantly distracted to feel fulfilled. To stay present, you have to stop living as though your life is a to-do list and start experiencing it as it unfolds. The key is in letting go of the need for validation, for results, or for future rewards, and finding contentment in the here and now. Another powerful practice for staying present is learning to observe your thoughts without judgment. Most of the time, we are overwhelmed by our thoughts. We identify with them as if they define who we are. But the truth is, thoughts are not facts. They are just mental events that come and go. By observing your thoughts without attaching to them, you create space between you and the mental noise. You allow yourself to recognize that thoughts do not control you unless you let them. This awareness allows you to stay rooted in the present moment rather than being swept away by the constant stream of thought. Mindfulness is another tool that can help you stay present. Mindfulness isn't just about sitting in meditation. It's about bringing your full attention to everything you do. It's about being aware of the sensations, emotions, and thoughts that arise as you move through your day. When you make an effort to be mindful, you'll notice how often your mind tries to pull you away from the present moment. You'll realize how easy it is to lose touch with what's happening right in front of you. But through mindfulness, you'll learn how to gently guide yourself back, moment by moment. Being present also means accepting what is, instead of wishing for what could be. We often resist the present because it doesn't look the way we want it to. We may feel frustration, impatience, or dissatisfaction with where we are in life. But resisting the present moment only creates more suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean settling. It means acknowledging where you are without judgment. When you accept the present as it is, you free yourself from the constant push for things to be different. You begin to see the beauty and value in every moment, even the challenging ones. One of the most powerful tools for staying present is learning to manage your emotions. Emotional reactions often take us out of the present and pull us into a past experience or a future worry. When you feel a strong emotion arising, practice pausing before reacting. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, and observe what you're feeling. Is it anger, fear, frustration? Allow the emotion to exist without judgment, without trying to push it away or act on it immediately. This pause creates space between you and your emotional response, which gives you the opportunity to choose a more thoughtful, intentional reaction. The practice of gratitude also helps cultivate presence. When you focus on what you have in the moment, rather than what you lack, you shift your attention to the present. Gratitude helps you appreciate the small things, the warmth of the sun, the sound of a loved one's voice, the taste of your morning coffee. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's already here. This is an incredibly powerful way to ground yourself in the present. Staying present requires consistent practice. It's not something that comes naturally to most of us in today's world,
where distractions are endless, but by practicing presence every day through mindfulness, deep breathing, acceptance and gratitude, you'll begin to experience life in a deeper, more meaningful way. You'll find that the more present you are, the more connected you feel to yourself, to others, and to the world around you. Life becomes richer, more vibrant, and more fulfilling when you learn to live fully in each moment. As you master the art of staying present, you'll also notice that you become less affected by external circumstances. Life becomes less about reacting to what happens to you and more about responding with clarity, calm and confidence. You start to create your reality, rather than being a passive participant. Your actions become more intentional, your decisions become clearer, and you begin to feel more aligned with your true purpose. The power of presence is profound. When you learn to stay present, you tap into a deep well of wisdom and strength. The future doesn't seem as daunting, and the past no longer holds you back. You realize that all you need is right here, right now. And when you begin to operate from this place of presence, you start to experience life in its fullest, most authentic form. In the end, mastering presence is about understanding that life is not something to be rushed through. It's not a race, not a checklist. It's a series of moments that are meant to be lived deeply and fully. So let go of the distractions. Let go of the future that you can't control and the past that you can't change. The only moment that truly exists is the one you are in right now. And it's more than enough.
Chapter 19. Cultivate patience as you manifest your desires into reality. Patience is often misunderstood as mere waiting for things to happen, for circumstances to align, or for life to unfold according to some invisible timeline. But true patience, the kind that allows you to manifest your desires and transform them into reality, goes far deeper than simply enduring time. Patience, in its most powerful form, is not passive. It is active. It is the quiet strength that supports your efforts as you stay committed to your goals, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is part of the larger journey. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, cultivating patience is an act of rebellion. We are surrounded by messages that tell us everything should happen now, success should come immediately, and results should be visible within days or weeks. But true manifestation, the kind that leads to lasting success, requires a different approach. It requires you to trust the process, to stay focused on your vision, even when the results are not immediately apparent. Patience does not mean doing nothing. In fact, it means continuing to take aligned action, day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It's the willingness to put in the work and trust that every effort is building towards something greater. The key to manifesting your desires lies in understanding that the universe responds to the energy you send out, and energy takes time to build. When you act with intention and belief, you are laying the foundation for the success that will come. One of the most important aspects of cultivating patience is learning to quiet the mind. We live in a culture that celebrates hustle and constant motion, but real growth requires stillness and reflection. Patience gives you the ability to trust in the timing of the universe, even when it seems like nothing is happening. It requires you to let go of the need to control every outcome, and instead surrender to the flow of life. This doesn't mean you stop working toward your goals. It means you stop forcing things to happen. You stop rushing through life, and instead start living with intention, allowing things to unfold as they are meant to. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate patience is to practice mindfulness. By becoming aware of your thoughts and feelings, you begin to notice when impatience arises. You may feel the urge to rush through tasks or abandon your goals altogether when you don't see results right away. But mindfulness allows you to acknowledge these feelings without acting on them. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause, breathe, and return to your center. You remind yourself that every small step counts, even if it doesn't yield immediate results. Patience also means understanding that progress is not always linear. There will be moments when you feel like you're moving backward, or when your progress seems to stall completely. This is a natural part of the process. Every successful person has faced setbacks and challenges on their journey. The key is to stay focused on your long-term vision, to trust that your efforts will eventually bear fruit. When you encounter obstacles, instead of getting frustrated, use them as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself what you can learn from the situation and how you can adapt your approach moving forward. In order to manifest your desires, you must also cultivate patience with yourself. It's easy to get frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like, but remember that you are constantly evolving. Your skills, knowledge, and mindset are growing every day, even when you don't see immediate evidence of it. Growth takes time. Patience gives you the ability to keep moving forward, even when you feel like you're not where you want to be yet. It's important to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if you can't see the entire path ahead of you. Another aspect of patience is learning to appreciate the journey, rather than focusing solely on the destination. It's easy to think that success will bring happiness, fulfillment, or peace, but the truth is, success is a process, not a place. Every step you take toward your goals is an opportunity to learn, grow, and expand. When you embrace the journey and focus on the present moment, you will find that patience becomes much easier. Instead of fixating on when things will happen, you begin to appreciate the growth and development that are taking place right now. When you practice patience, you begin to see that the universe has its own rhythm. Things don't always happen on your timeline, but they happen when the time is right. This doesn't mean you should sit back and wait for things to happen passively. It means you should align your actions with your intentions and trust that the right opportunities will present themselves when the time is right. By staying patient and trusting the process, you allow the universe to work in your favor, bringing you the resources, opportunities, and people you need at just the right moment. Patience is also crucial when it comes to handling failures and setbacks. If you're working toward a major goal, it's inevitable that you will encounter challenges along the way. But instead of seeing these challenges as roadblocks, you can view them as stepping stones. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to refine your approach, and to become stronger. Patience allows you to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity, trusting that you have the strength to overcome whatever comes your way. With patience, you no longer fear failure. Instead, you see it as a natural part of the journey. Cultivating patience is not just about waiting for things to happen. It's about maintaining unwavering belief in your dreams, even when the path ahead seems unclear. It's about taking action, staying consistent, and trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition. It's about developing the inner strength to stay the course, even when the journey feels long or difficult. Patience is also about being present in each moment. When you are constantly rushing toward the future, you miss the beauty and opportunities that exist right in front of you. By cultivating patience, you begin to appreciate each step of the process, knowing that it's leading you closer to your desires.
Patience helps you stay grounded, centered, and focused, even when the world around you seems chaotic or uncertain. Ultimately, patience is an essential ingredient for manifesting your desires. It's the quiet confidence that allows you to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. When you cultivate patience, you develop the strength to keep going, even in the face of obstacles. Patience is not about doing nothing, it's about staying committed, trusting the process, and allowing things to unfold in their own time. The universe has its own timing, and it will deliver what you need when you need it. But you must remain patient, stay focused, and continue working toward your goals. As you cultivate patience, you will begin to see the incredible power it holds in transforming your life and bringing your desires into reality.
Chapter 20. Take inspired action daily to move toward your goals. Taking inspired action is one of the most powerful and transformative practices you can integrate into your daily life. It is the bridge between intention and manifestation, the point where your dreams and desires begin to take shape in the physical world. Inspired action is not just about being busy, it is about taking action that feels aligned with your higher purpose and moves you steadily toward your goals. It comes from a place of deep inner knowing, where you are in tune with your intuition, your desires, and the rhythm of the universe. When you take inspired action, you are not forcing things to happen. Instead, you are moving with purpose and intention, trusting that each step is leading you closer to your desired outcome. In many ways, inspired action is the opposite of simply reacting to life. We often find ourselves caught in a loop of responding to external circumstances, to the demands of others, or to the pressure to do more, achieve more, and be more. But this kind of action is often driven by fear, by the need to prove ourselves, or by the desire to keep up with everyone else. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from a deeper, more authentic place. It is the action that is fueled by clarity, by purpose, and by a sense of alignment with the greater flow of life. When you commit to taking inspired action daily, you begin to break free from the trap of passive waiting. It is easy to get caught up in the idea that things will just fall into place without effort, that somehow the universe will magically deliver your desires to you. But the truth is, the universe responds to your energy, and energy is not stagnant. It is always in motion, always evolving. To tap into this flow, you must engage with life. You must take deliberate, intentional action toward your goals, trusting that each step, no matter how small, is moving you closer to what you desire. One of the most important things to understand about inspired action is that it is not about forcing things to happen. Too often, we think that in order to succeed, we must work harder, push through obstacles, or simply grind until we reach our goals. While hard work and determination are important, they must be balanced with a sense of ease and alignment. Inspired action flows naturally from a place of clarity and confidence. It comes when you are in tune with your intuition, when you trust that the right opportunities will present themselves, and when you are open to receiving guidance from the universe. In order to take inspired action, you must first be clear about your goals and desires. This clarity is the foundation upon which all inspired action is built. Without clear direction, it becomes easy to get lost in the noise of everyday life, distracted by tasks and obligations that do not serve your higher purpose. Take time to reflect on what you truly want, what lights you up, and what makes your heart sing. When you are clear about your goals, you are better able to recognize the inspired action that will move you closer to them. This clarity also helps you stay focused, even when challenges arise or when you encounter distractions along the way. Another key element of inspired action is trust. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, even if things are not happening as quickly as you would like. Trust that the universe has a plan for you, and that every action you take is part of that plan. Trust that your efforts are making a difference, even if you cannot see the results immediately. When you trust the process, you are able to take action without attachment to the outcome. This frees you from the pressure of needing things to happen right away and allows you to enjoy the journey of growth and transformation. Inspired action also requires a deep level of presence. When you take action from a place of presence, you are fully engaged in the moment. You are not rushing through tasks or worrying about what comes next. Instead, you are focused on the task at hand, giving it your full attention and energy. This level of presence not only makes your actions more effective, but it also makes the process more enjoyable. When you are fully present, you are able to tap into the flow of inspiration and creativity that allows you to make progress effortlessly. Taking inspired action is not about doing more, but about doing what is right for you. It is about aligning your actions with your deepest values and desires. Sometimes, inspired action may involve doing less, but doing it with more intention and focus. For example, instead of spreading yourself thin by juggling multiple projects at once, you may feel inspired to focus on one task that truly moves you forward. Or you might find that taking a step back and allowing yourself time for rest or reflection is the most inspired action you can take at that moment. One of the most powerful ways to encourage inspired action is by cultivating a daily practice of self-reflection. Spend time each day tuning into your inner guidance and listening to the whispers of your intuition. This practice of reflection helps you stay aligned with your goals and allows you to recognize the opportunities and actions that will move you forward. When you take time to connect with your inner self, you are better able to discern which actions feel inspired and aligned, and which ones are simply distractions or distractions from your true path. In addition to self-reflection, inspired action requires a willingness to take risks. Growth never happens without change, and change often involves stepping outside your comfort zone. Taking inspired action means being willing to take risks, even when you are uncertain about the outcome. It is the courage to act in the face of fear, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to your dreams. When you take risks, you expand your boundaries and create new possibilities for yourself. You may not always know exactly how things will turn out, but you trust that each action is a stepping stone toward the life you desire. Inspired action is not just about big leaps or bold moves. It is also about the small, everyday decisions that add up over time. It's about showing up each day with intention and taking steps, however small, toward your goals. These small actions compound over time, and before you know it, they have created a significant impact. Every day that you take inspired action is another day that you are building momentum toward your dreams. By committing to taking inspired action daily, you are choosing to live with purpose and direction. You are choosing to actively engage with your dreams and take steps toward manifesting them into reality. Whether the actions you take are large or small, every step you take is a reflection of your commitment to your vision. And as you continue to take inspired action, you will find that the universe begins to respond to your energy, providing you with the resources, opportunities, and support you need to bring your desires to fruition. So make inspired action a daily practice. Listen to your intuition, trust the process, and take steps toward your goals each day. Be present, be aligned, and be courageous in your actions.
As you do, you will find that your dreams are no longer distant wishes, but living, breathing realities that are unfolding before you.